across the stone giants once more. When you'd confronted the stone giants, they did not seem to remember you all, and they gave you the same sort of spiel. Don't harm my son. You'll have to pay 500 gold pieces worth of gems if you want passage through here. You're all little insects that should be squashed, and we don't like you. So you guys decided to pay their toll, and off to level 8 you guys went. You'd started traveling through this expansive submerged tunnel. It's very much a swamp. There is brackish water. There are fireflies flitting around, reeds jutting up out of the mire, lily pads, creepy crawlies, mosquitoes, insects, a lot of humidity. And you've just been trudging your way through the swamp water where you found an ancient Yuan-Ti temple, and you also found quite a large occupation of bullywugs. You actually managed to stealthy way through all the bullywugs, and you came to another more sunken ancient Yuan-Ti temple. And this particular one had a ghost named Yostal in it, who claims that they are a cleric of Mask, and that they were wronged by this so-called Sethian Scourge, and that you should kill the Sethian Scourge, who are some Nagas, because they're evil and they want to do bad things, and only then can Yostal's spirit rest. So you agreed, and you've made your way down onto this dry ground here. You'd confronted a few drow who were hiding behind these mounds of rock, and they were acting kind of strangely. You have heard that Nagas are sort of slavers, so perhaps they were under the influence of some sort of magic. However, these watchers in the dark were destroyed. One of them tried to run off, and we ended the session with you guys dropping both drow to the ground. As you look around, you see just a massive cavern to your north, filled full of swamp water, and then some dry, uneven, rocky terrain off to your east with various winding tunnels, all made of what looks like a natural cavern. So here you guys are.
Did that drow get away, Dagger? Or did you get it? Oh, she's not here yet.
She was.
I shot it.
She must have had to adjust her something, because she was here a second ago.
I don't know what you're talking about. My lady does not ever miss.
Yeah, you look over, and that drow, he is laying on the ground face first with a crossbow bolt sticking out of his back.
Definitely dead.
Wait, I was the one that shot it with the bullet.
Shh, Pepper. Let Dagger have her moment.
I can read. It's not a house A drow. He can have the kill.
Yeah, you if you
for paraphernalia.
yeah, you want to check him. Okay, one of these drow have a scarab insignia on his person. It looks very much similar to the one that you'd found on the lieutenants of House Vrinda, except this one, it's a stylized F. It looks like the top left hand scarab in that handout.
Okay.
Another drow house.
Ah, Favrinder.
The only other drow house I really know of is Freth, so I imagine that's who these drow belong to. Or did belong to.
I mean, quite frankly, I do believe that two. Come on, I feel like that's such a measly waste of good soldier on their part, at least. They must not think very much of the local wildlife here, unless they were merely outposts of some kind.
Well, we were told that Freth was on level 11 and below.
A a dry voice calls out to you from this tunnel to the south, towards all of you. It's a bit of almost like a whispered but direct call for help. And it's in Elvish. Someone help me. Who's there? Oh, you must help me, please. And you hear,
Any of you move, I'm going to kill you.
I cannot. I am a captive. And you hear the rattling of chains.
Wasn't talking to you.
Well, it usually goes well when we rescue things, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
No,
I don't know
every
either.
person we have ever rescued has turned around and attacked us.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Lady
don't-
Gondopray didn't.
Lady who?
The gargoyle from the tower that we rescued. She helped us.
Well, that was up top, not down here.
I mean,
Does any-
I would say that I'm partially curious.
Hey, Jimmy never
I
portrayed
mean, we
you
don't have to
guys.
let him go.
Well, we didn't rescue him.
We saved him from certain doom.
I
Saved him from
did.
a slow death.
I saved him from a very slow and painful death. I gave him a quick one. I tried to make him not know it. That did not pan out. But it was quick.
This conversation is very nice that you're having, but please help me. You're in danger while you wait here.
Does anyone know what he's saying? What's he saying?
No
I'm
clue.
going back
No clue.
invisible.
Skip's just sitting there, like, trying to rack her brain and come up with somebody they've rescued that hasn't turned on them in Undermountain. But I legitimately don't think there has been a person that we've rescued. All the friends that we've made have been people that we didn't rescue.
If it was somebody, it was before Dagger tried.
The little goblin. Girl.
Glom.
I think he turned on this too.
I mean, technically, we rescued the what is it? The Etin?
Jibber jabber.
Yeah. Did we not? I mean, he wasn't necessarily captured, but he was under the sway of something else, and instead of killing him, we made sure to free him. Where?
I wasn't here for that, but I'm very thankful you guys didn't kill him.
I
And
mean,
we,
if we're talking technicalities.
yeah, we also
We are not talking technicalities.
we've rescued a
Anyway,
lot
let's
of
go down the
drow,
hallway
like
and see what's there.
from their lives. We've saved them from being alive.
That's
Go
not saving
investigate Dagger, but try not to stab them before you find out their motives.
Are you
He's-
trying to conceal your presence, Dagger?
Yes, I am.
Alright, make a stealth check.
I have advantage because for silence because of my boots.
Okay, yeah, you're completely undetectable. And you come around the corner and you peer into another cavern and you start to see the stark white hair, long hair, trailing towards the ground, belonging to a drow, and you see a male drow chained up to one of 3 sets of manacles hanging from the wall. And his head is down. He doesn't look particularly beaten up or anything like that, but he does look kind of pathetic, and he doesn't realize you're there, so he calls out to the others, please, in Elvish, help me, help.
What is he saying?
I feel like
He
it's
wants
a trap.
help. He's a drow.
I mean, I do not suppose. Madame, I cannot see you, but I'm. Yeah.
Oh, wait a sec. Wait.
The drow is just wearing some black leathers, and with some like sort of purple trimming. He's unarmed. He's sort of slumped down on his knees awkwardly. His arms are hung to the wall by chains, and he tips his head up as you close in towards him. Knocks. Please free me.
Yeah.
Alright,
Why?
so are you dropping invisibility, Dagger?
I am.
Alright, he turns his head towards you, Dagger, and he sort of puts it back down when he sees that you're a female drow. Please, I beg of you, free me. I know many things about the environment around here. Help me.
Well,
I'll
okay.
give you the information.
As
What house do you belong to?
You would not know it, my mistress. It is a lowly house. House Despetil.
Oh, what greater house are you aligned with?
can I?
None. I am a prisoner who has struck out on my own after the demonic outrage in Menzelbransen. I have traveled to Undermountain, and I have found that this is no new home for me. I wish to leave this place. Free me, and I will give you information, and then I shall return to the Underdark. Alright, Nox, you incite him, and yeah, you believe him when he says he's not aligned to any, he doesn't have any allegiance to any houses, any noble houses.
Does he look like he's just hungry, like weak, kind of like he's just starved a little bit and been prisoner for a while?
You can make a medicine check.
Oh. Yeah, it's gonna.
You don't really see any like physical debilitation. Seems more like a mental thing.
Fair enough. I do offer out my little flask of alcohol. It's not water, but you know.
He takes a sip and then he spits it out. Water. I need water.
Well, I think we have.
What does he
a
say?
water
Oh,
skin.
well, I'm
Roland,
not
Pavel,
unlocking those things.
Roland, Pavel, does someone have a water skin I could
I do.
borrow for?
I'll give Nox my water skin.
And I will proceed to
Maybe I should put the
pour it
ring
into his
this
mouth a
way.
little bit. Madame, with your permission, may I please give the poor creature some liquids? He does look a little dry. I'm looking at you, Dagger.
I know. She looks like she's thinking. You may.
I will give him a nice long drink from the water skin.
He just slurps it up. Much better. Thank you. Now the manacles. We should not linger here. The ones who have imprisoned me, they are nearby.
Are they Are they of your kind, or are they of the frog people we saw up front?
No. Some sort of serpent creatures. Vile serpents. They used foul magic to encapsulate me, but I resisted. And that's when they put me in these manacles.
Out of curiosity, Seb, just would we know, like, how much? I guess how much would we know about UNT?
You could make a history check.
Oh fuck! I know nothing about UNT.
I think when we discovered the statue ghost lady was a UNT, we know at least they're evil, right?
Well, we know they're serpent creatures. We don't know they're. She said some are evil.
Yeah, you've heard of their reputation. They're evil creatures. They're not something you want to run into. Well, maybe you guys want to run into them, but common folk would be terrified of them.
I mean, to be fair,
Could also be Naga, because Naga are supposed to be down here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye.
would you
out
describe
for-
these creatures as large serpent things, or would you describe them as humanoids with serpentine features?
Serpents with humanoid faces.
Nagas.
Yes. They use
Naga
strong
hide!
magic. They use this rod on me. It cast a powerful spell. I seen them. I saw them use it on the others. I have resisted, and that is why they put me here. You are jeopardizing my
What?
life now. Free me from these manacles. I'll
What
give you the
others?
information about this level. Didn't you already try Dagger before?
Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I did. I was lagging, so I didn't see it pop up.
Alright, and also if you're just gonna make an ability check, just let me wait for me to call it, just so, because I'm not always looking at this chat box screen. You may not be able to make the ability check or something. You may not be able to make the DC or something like that. I won't call for the ability check. Alright, so yeah, you tried with your thieves tools, and it's not a terribly difficult lock, but you're stumped. Maybe it's a bit rusted up or something. You cannot pick the manacles.
Well, I think there's
Hey,
a different kind
Brew.
of pick that we can use. Brew.
Brew, come.
Oh, break this lock here. I'll swing at it with an adamantine, or maybe I'll use an axe to try to chop the chains off.
An axe won't cut through the chains, but
An adamantine. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You are you
Can I help
gonna do it
him?
at the wall? Like, are you gonna cut them off at the wall?
Could I maybe help by like holding the chain taut, so you can
Yeah.
aim at the chain itself?
If you
Could he
yeah, if you try to like hit it at his hands, you'll probably like cut his hand off. But
could he pry them out with a crowbar?
and yeah, you could just rip them out of the wall, or you could cut them at the wall. Either way, Brew, you need to make an athletics check.
Yeah, I'll give
With
you
advantage.
a crowbar.
Yeah, thanks. I've got one here too. All right. I'll try to pry them out.
All right. Yeah, you grab onto the chain, Brew, and you get ready to like sort of pull the chain taut, and you get ready to like hit the chain from the wall, and like the arm that you're using to pull it taut just rips it straight out of the wall. And then you just grab the other one, poof, and just pull it straight out of the stone wall, and then the chains just dangle from his wrists. He's still got manacles around his wrists, but yeah, he's free from the wall now. Oh,
I sort of loop them around his neck and like, there you go. That's good luck for you.
he takes them off of his neck, and then he looks at you all. Very well. I will give you information about these surrounding caves. To the east is where those serpent creatures are. Nearby, there are two of them, and they have Durga guard. To the west, there is a tunnel. I've not been down it, but I suspect it leads to the lower level of Undermountain. To the east, there is swamps as well. To the north, beyond the Nagas, that is where the Bullywug tribes are. There are some gates. I have used some of these gates myself. They are used to transport between the levels. Is there any other questions you have before I may take my leave?
The rod you mentioned, is it like controlling people, or is it like putting them to sleep?
When they pointed the rod at me, I felt a magic compel me. I felt hopeless, like my will was being controlled, like I was going to fall under the rulership of these Naga. But I broke away from it through sheer willpower. I have always been strong-minded. They did not like that. They cast another spell this time. Whatever it was, it captured me, it froze me, and then they manacled me to the walls with their grotesque tails and spectral hands.
Okay, and you said other people fell under its spell. How many others did they imprison?
I saw two others. Two other of my kind.
Were they to the west?
They are guarding the perimeter. I
Not
understand that they are most likely dead, and I do not care.
Could I roll a history check for Naga?
Yeah. It's going to be very high DC because it's like...
Obscure.
Yeah, it's going back a very long time in their history.
Can you tell us anything more about the gates?
Alright, Nox. You know a little bit about Naga. You know there's several different types, so you're not sure which one they're talking about. But they live in darkness. They're very spiteful creatures. You've heard that they're like inherent enemies of Yuan-Ti. They are some of the first creatures to ever exist in on the planet, and that they're some are good, some are bad. They've always had a long-standing enmity between Yuan-Ti, and they see themselves as the epitome of serpentine evolution. They're known as benevolent dictators and brutal tyrants.
Fair enough.
Very well. Give me a weapon now, so I may defend myself.
Yeah, sure. I've got an extra weapon. Here,
Short sword
I have
if you have
a...
Well, aren't you being particular?
I specialize in short blades. I am very particular when it comes to my survival.
Beggars can't really be choosers now, can they?
I am not a beggar. I am free. You have liberated me.
I'll hold out a long sword. Well, I got this you can use.
I suppose he could take one of the short swords off one of the dead drow back over that way.
Oh, very true.
Oh, yeah.
Very well then. I shall garnish myself with their weapons. And then he just starts walking off. Doesn't even say thank you.
Make sure I don't see you again.
Go well, don't cross us again.
Oh, you.
Brew will like twirl his short sword and be like, "Yeah, I keep this on hand for underwater."
He just sort of starts very hastily moving away, just running down that tunnel, and he's pretty much sprinting away.
All right.
See, I'm not killing every drow.
Oh, yes, but that was also no challenge. That'd be like kicking a puppy. Like, why would you do that?
I don't like puppies. Just kidding.
Yeah. Only the honorable fights are the ones that matter.
I go back to the
Well, that and winning.
Looking to the east, it's a very uneven, rocky terrain here. You just see some tunnels about 12 feet high, branching off in different directions. Some of the walls are covered with moss and green vines, creepers that work their way up the walls. There is some tiny stalactites hanging from the ceiling, and you can sort of just smell this oppressive swamp odor, and this oppressive, you can feel this oppressive humidity just bearing down on you. You're all sweating quite a lot, having to constantly wipe the sweat off your brow. Your clothes are becoming soaked, and it's a bit uncomfortable. Not to mention you hear the buzz of a mosquito quite close to your ear at times.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to create like a nice little breeze.
Okay. Scamp
And I'm just gonna.
creates a fan.
North or
Do you want the
south?
fan to like rotate side to side, or
Sure.
you just keep the fan on? All right. So you guys get like a couple of seconds of cold air every 10 seconds wash over you.
I mean, I'll use prestidigitation to do the same thing. Just kind of like constant, like.
It
We
makes you feel a little bit more comfortable.
know that the serpents are to the east. Did Dagger maybe want to sneak ahead and see if you could maybe steal this rod from the Naga before we run into them?
I could try.
Right, moving up into this room, Dagger, you see what looks like a laboratory. There is just a table. It's a stone table covered with all sorts of alchemist supplies. The cave is quite damp, 10 feet high. There's another winding tunnel leading off to the east.
Okay, I am invisible.
Okay.
Sneaky sneak.
I cast message really fast and just say, Dagger, what do you see?
A laboratory. And more tunnels.
Alright, when you move up through this tunnel, you actually see a little bit of a ledge. It drops off 20 feet and straight down into the mire. There is like sort of a flat stone ramp leading off to the north, descending down into the swamp. You see some reeds, a few fireflies here and there, and to the east there is this decrepit Durgar with a brown cloak over his head. His eyes look insane. He's got jagged teeth, he's got some blood all over his beard, and he's just like standing in front of these two oval-shaped shelves of rock, and he's just looking dead to the north. He's not moving, and he's not talking to anyone. He's just looking.
Okay, I motioned for them to come to here.
And also, before that day, just give me a stealth check as well.
I mean, you motion for us to come up, but we can't see. So
I'm keeping in contact with her via the message cantrip, trying to keep kind of radio in on occasion.
we want
2-minute intervals.
I do want to check out the alchemy table, though.
Alright, so just a set of alchemist supplies. Everything you'd find in that. It's like a beakers, Bunsen burner, some
We already
mortar and
have
pestle, things
like
like
two.
that.
Yeah. Well, nothing interesting then.
I don't think this is going to be a talkie-talkie situation. I'm going to try to sneak around. Ooh, I see more things.
Yeah, you move up completely undetected, Dagger, and Nox, you'll need to make a stealth check too.
Stay there, Nox. I might be bringing bad guys.
Okay. You guys whisper to each other, and still undetected. You move around and you can see a steamy den. There is a cramped, steam-filled cave to the east. There is some water dripping from the ceiling, and it falls into this cylindrical metal contraption in the center of the cave. Reminds you of the steam room from level 6, and steam is billowing out from it. There are 2 serpentine creatures lounging on the floor in the back of this cave, and they have this sort of navy blue tinge to their serpentine bodies, a streak of red towards their foreheads, humanoid faces, and the bodies of a snake. They're kind of curled up around each other. They seem to just be chilling out. This is how they look. And yeah, they're just chilling out at the back of this cave. As you come around the corner, you also notice a wooden chest standing against the southwest wall.
Do I see any kind of a rod?
No. The Naga are just as they are. You can make a perception check.
No, I do not see a rod.
The steam is actually also obscuring the cave lightly. But you don't, you look around for anything and you see only what was described, the chest and the 2 Naga.
Okay. Going to come back here and message to Nox.
Well, I would check in. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said you were checking in every so often, so
Yep.
I was just gonna wait for a check-in. I go, Duragar to Naga. Should I engage?
Let us. Let me prep the others before we do anything.
Okay. You
Give
wait
me
there.
2. Count
Let
to
me
a
engage,
count to 200.
and I'll come back to you.
And I'll relay to the others. So the dagger apparently has found 2 of the Naga, and they are taking a steam bath. But there's also apparently a Duragar and some questionable containment units.
So if we take out the Duergar, we can rescue the Naga?
I do not think that is how this is working, because if I had to guess, as the lucky drow that we let go has said, the mind controls are very strong with these. So I would say the Duergar might be just a puppet. N'est-ce pas?
Well, we know that they're capturing and mind controlling people for sure. If we can get the jump on them, then this might be a good chance. Maybe at least leave one of them alive to try and see if we can get information and then free whoever they're controlling.
Well, true. I would say that we might have some luck if I could potentially send one away, as I can do, leaving the other to battle it out for themselves.
Well, also, would it free people to just kill them?
Well, I mean, it would not bother me personally. I do not know them from your typical garden snake, but it's a point of contention. They are an intelligent species, so I would hope that we might be able to barter our way to an understanding rather than just kill for the sake of killing.
Yeah, I just don't want him to just wake back up and when talking to us, muddle our brains and things.
Do snakes even
As long as
have
that's something you
arms?
guys want. I'd rather not have that happen again.
Yeah, I only got room up here for a little extra.
Pavel's never seen a snake before, apparently.
But these snakes, do
Pavel-
these snakes have arms?
No, they have no arms, but they are very large. Imagine a 10 foot, 12 foot, maybe even 14 foot by, about, and I hold my arms out to kind of be the size of a dinner plate, about yay big around, maybe larger, cobra with a human face.
Sounds very weird and scary.
I
looking.
mean, if they're taking slaves, there are very few things in this world more vile than that. So they kind of get what they get.
mean,
I just would like to get information and help free whoever they've taken.
so
Beyond that, I really don't care.
So I do have a question. I know that Brew can potentially be of the sneaky, and so can Roy has a decent chance at doing it. But Pavel, you clank.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Click,
you
click,
clank. And Scamp, oh, mon ami, I love you, but you trip.
No,
I
you guys
do,
stay
I
there.
do.
You guys stay there.
You guys could get the jump on him and then just yell once you get the jump and we can run in.
Well, is there a way that we can increase everyone's sneak a little bit?
I'm gonna need a group stealth check from everyone else now.
Ooh.
If you guys
lot of
ruin this for me, I'm gonna
Conversation going on very, very close to all of these creatures.
A dagger could just shoot it and be done with this.
Jesus!
Alright, you
Please make
guys,
up for my bad roll.
you guys are keeping the whispers nice and low. They haven't heard you guys.
I don't have past
Can't
without a
sneeze.
prepared. If that's what you were getting at.
Hey, look, I'm trying. I'm just trying. Okay.
Dan, unfortunately, I never prepare it when we need it. I only prepare it when we don't.
Then let us.
going to do
I send a message to Dagger. Dagger.
and then run to you guys.
What?
What Dagger was going to do was get a shot off and then come to you guys.
I don't know if that's the best option, but
Bro, you broke the
You-
Triforce, man.
What?
we were in a waiting formation there.
Oh.
So I sent a message back to Dagger. If you think you can make it back in time, take your shot, mon ami. I trust your expertise in this. I will be waiting around the corner to take care of the first thing that comes by.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna roll initiative, and everyone, well, the enemies are surprised.
Okay. When you check back in, I'm going to quickly ask, should I stab the Duragar and then bring the Naga to us? Or start with the Naga? Quickly.
Shoot the Naga. Shoot the Naga. See what happens.
Oh man.
Yes.
Okay, so Brew, you're up first.
Right. So in terms of mechanics, it's not going to ruin Dagger's surprise if I'm moving up on my turn, or
No.
no. Okay, cool.
Surprise is a condition. It means you can't take an action or a reaction on your first turn of combat.
Okay, I'm going to get up close. 25 to there.
Brew hears there's a fight. He's like, I've got to go.
Yeah.
Tempest demands it.
That's exactly. As soon as Nox is like, we're going to ambush them here, Brew's like, Tempest demands. Okay, so yeah, 40 feet out to there. I still can't F all, so I'm gonna just wait here and be a pick for when Dagger comes around the back. I'll take the dodge out.
Does Brew rush forward, shouting ambush?
That's it. That's the scene.
Imagine Brew's like got himself like covered in mud or something.
Oh
like,
god.
Like thinking he's gonna fight the predator.
Schwarzenegger and Predator.
Come on, you guys, ambush this way.
They only see heat. Attack. Yeah.
If you're standing incredibly still, they can't see you.
So I don't know where these things are actually located or anything, so I'm gonna Brew ran forward. I'll stand here for now and then prepare a produce flame to go off if an enemy comes within my sight.
Okay. Dagger.
Okay, this one is just at my crossbow range. So I'm going to shoot the crossbow at it.
Alright, you have advantage.
I hope if I hit the right button.
Alright, that is a automatic critical hit because you're an assassin. It was almost a critical hit anyway.
That's close. It's close to a crit anyway.
Oh my god.
My god.
Holy!
That's got the crit damage in there.
Yep.
Oh,
Alright,
I was
you
about to
hit,
say, holy bejesus.
you hit the Naga in the neck, and it just it chokes, and it's left seriously injured. It's just trying to speak. It doesn't know,
Oh my God.
like out of nowhere, it doesn't know what's hit it. It just starts choking, and it's seriously hurt.
That's amazing.
You do become visible, and like this Duragar is surprised as well, so he doesn't have a reaction. He just starts to like sort of squint his eyes at you, and then he turns his head as you quickly jump out of the way.
Action to here.
That was 53 damage. You really hit that Naga hard. Right,
Jeez.
Duragar surprised. Nox, you're up.
I'm going to step here. This is not a form I've seen Dagger in.
No,
Just-
no.
Ah,
You see a new. You'd recognize her crossbow, though.
And I will, from here, hold a firebolt for an enemy.
Alright. Yeah, once you come around the corner, Nox, you see Dagger looks like this.
Oh!
I mean, I'm into the goth look, so
This other Naga is like just hissing
almost got him.
in common. Excrutha, what is wrong? What is wrong? They speak in common. Roland.
I guess we're running in there.
I got one.
All right. I've gotten to a point. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. I will bonus action. I'll bonus action power chord if anybody wants to move. You can also top off your temp hit points if you haven't already. This will be for everyone.
If everybody is moving in there, I guess I will too.
Imagine Roland does that wow, and everyone just starts like shuffling like, over to their positions.
It's like Michael Jackson music video.
Are we going right in? Or are we waiting? I guess that's.
I mean, I'm just playing.
I'm gonna
music,
move.
man.
I'm gonna move.
Playing music, you do you, bro. And I do gotta ask, Nox, Dagger, either of you moving?
I will actually. I'll move to here.
I'll move to here.
I was gonna say because it does matter to my turn. I have one more. There we go.
I'll move up there to make it easier for people to move.
Yeah, I played my power chord, and let's see. Now I can actually, I can see the Naga down there. Yep, I'm going to pull out my wand and pop a fireball right down on top of him.
Okay. Alright, that completely lights up the cave.
That's a weak fireball.
And both Naga are gonna try and shield themselves. The one that you can see, it just takes the full brunt of it, and the other already seriously injured one, it managed to get covered by the other one. And yeah, you just see like for a brief moment that cave light up, a bit of a flash, an orange glow coming out from that cave, and then just some crispy sounds. Burnt snake.
You know, I've never had snake before.
Powerful.
Delicacy in some places, I heard.
Just gonna have my musket out. See what I can see. Can't see anything. So I'm just gonna ready in action. If I see something, I'm just gonna shoot. And that'll be it.
Okay. Alright, this Naga is still choking, coughing. And Brew, you're up.
Right. Gonna move 10 feet up here. Interact with object to draw an adamantine hand axe and chuck it at X-Screw.
That is a narrow miss. The hand axe sort of bounces off its snaky flesh, falls on the ground.
I will try to hit Agora with last.
That is a crit. He still hasn't really taken any like sort of action yet. I mean, as he's turning his head around, you run up behind him and just smack him straight in the head. Just murmurs, and he's kind of tough.
And use a bonus action to attempt to grapple.
Tries to pull his arm back, but you grab a hold of this very gangly arm.
And then move with him down here. With my last turned into 15. He can just be out on this side, as close to Dagger as possible.
Okay. Scamp.
Is that space right above Pavel open for standing, or is that not open
room.
enough?
There's enough room there.
Do I have sight on grappled guy, or
Yeah.
is he blocked?
Yeah, you've got a line of sight.
I'm gonna frostbite him.
Okay. He's just got half cover. Doesn't matter if it's a frostbite. Okay, yeah. Advantage due to Duragar resilience. And he resiliates it.
Grumble, grumble.
Dagger.
Okay, I'm going to ignore the Duragard for the time being. $20, $30. Let's see how close. I'm going to shoot another crossbow at him. Still have advantage because he hasn't gone yet.
He has. He's gone.
Oh, he has? Well,
Yeah.
the 17.
That hits. It's if they've had their first turn, which they all had a turn last turn. They just didn't do anything because they're surprised. So that is a hit. Alright, you stick another crossbow bolt into the Naga's his mouth, and it starts to choke even more, and it looks like it's on the cusp of death.
Okay, I will bonus action. 10, 20. Got him right here.
This Durga just makes some noises. Ah, yeah! Ah! And suddenly it gets into a mental battle with you, Brew, as its beady white eyes glow. Make an intelligence saving throw. Actually,
Oh shit.
Actually, wait, don't do that yet.
Can my intellect devour make the save instead?
Okay, actually, yes. You need to make an intelligence save. He tries to dominate you. All right, he does, and he's going to cause you to move away from him, and that will take you. Like, he makes you move 10 feet this way, and that takes you out of reach of the grapple. So you just quick mental battle. He takes control of you. He makes you move over there. And then he pulls out this dagger, and he's going to throw it at you. And it misses. It sticks into the wall. Ah! And then he just he actually moves on in. He rushes in. Yeah, and that's the end of his turn. Nox.
One second. I see him running in on Dagger, and I immediately go like, "Oh no, you motherfucker!" And like sprinting and shocking grasp.
That's a hit. You grab onto him. All of his gangly white hair sticks up on ends. His grey robe catches on fire.
And I will take my 5 feet back.
Alright, the Naga perches up. Excrutha, we are under attack. We must regroup. And cast a spell.
I can't see them, so I can't counter spell.
Alright, they both teleport away. Dimension door.
Damn it!
Like, one thing is, counterspell says you have to be able to see them.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks.
I couldn't even see an outline, so
This guy's still fighting, though, right?
Yeah, he doesn't go anywhere. It's just
Oh.
yeah, you guys. I think someone knows Dimension Door, so you probably recognize those verbal components.
I know it.
Yeah, so you recognize those verbal components, and then you're like 99% sure they're gone.
Okay. Alright, I will cast a vicious mockery at this thing. There we go.
19. The Durgar resists.
Almost all of his mind is gone.
There's not much left in there.
Well, I guess that means he won't really take offense to anything I say, so...
Yeah, he looks pretty mindless. He's just... he got this, like... dumbfounded look on his face. Like a savage beast.
I'm gonna shoot him with a musket.
That's a hit. You come around the corner, Pavel, aim the musket, and poof, blow him back off of his feet. He crashes to the ground, dead.
I'll let everyone know that, again, that they did Dimension Doorway, and...
I should have charged that first one.
I think it's...
Well, to be fair, we have now
within
lost
500
the official.
feet.
Does anyone have a way to locate?
Well,
Probably somewhere around over here.
I think after the wounds that they've received, they've probably fled for now. Most likely we'll not see them again, for at least a little while.
Well, I do believe that when we see them, it is not going to be a very fun fight. Or fair, for that matter. If they're anything like a serpent is in the predictive sense, they are not going to fight fair.
Oh, it's too warm in here.
Well, yeah, they took off when things were just getting started.
I almost had one.
Alright, they're nowhere to be seen in this cave. And
Is
still
there
some
anything in
steam rising up. And the only other thing in this room is this wooden chest against the wall here.
I'm going to check it for traps.
Alright, make a perception check. Take a look at it, and it doesn't have a locking mechanism. You don't see any signs of any traps, just a wooden chest.
Okay, open it.
You open it up, and you find that it is absolutely loaded with platinum pieces. There are hundreds and hundreds of platinum pieces in there.
Excellent.
Wow.
Alright, so gonna roll initiative.
Oh,
They're back.
Oh no.
that was quick.
Alright, looking to the north, Pavel, you hear something. There's some splashing around. Actually, let me move them up because we wouldn't roll until they're like pretty much in line of sight. And you look over to the north at the swamp, and you see two trolls just clawing their way towards you, wading through the swamp water. And in between both trolls is one of the Naga coming towards you, just swimming through the water quite furiously.
Trolls!
Of casting a spell. Alright, they are back. Dagger, you're up.
They didn't get rolled into the initiative, I don't think.
Didn't they? Oh, okay. It probably helps if they are in initiative.
I mean, I think Dagger's still gonna go first. likely, but
Okay, that was 30.
This is a 20-foot drop.
probably don't want to
Wow.
haul.
20-foot high ledge.
Not want to do that.
Are you dashing? I think that was 35, right?
Yeah, well, I will be. I will just use my short bow at that one right there then.
Okay. That's a hit. You take a shot at the Naga, the arrow sticks straight into it, and it hisses. And it looks hurt. Pretty badly hurt. Oh, yeah. You had sneak attack too, so it stuck straight through his neck.
And those. I will come back. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Pavel.
I am just in reach of that Naga. Even though I'm 20 feet up, does that count for anything or no?
No. It's every square is 5 feet, even if it's diagonal, even if it's diagonal through the air. It doesn't matter. Just count whatever
Alright,
is
I'm just
either
gonna-
furthest or highest away.
Aim my musketoon down at the Naga and fire.
That hits. You hit it with a bullet, poof, and a bit of its flesh is just ripped away. Blood streams through the air. Keeps on
Hit it
coming.
again.
That's another hit. And poof, you hit it again, and another massive chunk of it is ripped away. It looks like it's just got marked, like big holes through it everywhere. It looks like it's about to die.
Well, it looks like it's very weakened. I'm gonna use my action surge and fire it twice at it again.
That hits. You hit it, and poof, it splashes into the swamp water. Poof.
And then I'm gonna aim at this troll right over here and fire.
That's a hit. Troll looks over his shoulder. Snaky, it says, and then poof, you rip a chunk of its flesh away. As quickly as you shoot it, you start to see that small injury just sealing back up. Nox.
Alright, that's 25. Cool, I can see them both. I will. Going to cast Chromatic Orb as a fire spell. And twin it at both of them. So that's the first one.
That's a hit,
That's the second one.
and that's another hit. The troll starts screaming, "Ah, fire! Fire!" As it crackles their flesh away, you can hear it sizzling.
4, 8, 12. That's only 12 because it's adding extra
Okay.
damage. Probably 10. It's 10 because it's not lightning.
Alright, still melting away their flesh. And other one.
Is 11.
Okay. It prevents their regeneration, and yeah, they start screaming and pointing and yelling at you, Nox, and they look very angry.
As I take a step back, merely flip the bird, kind of, and take one like 2 or 3 big giant steps back, kind of very like upstanding, kind of like ha 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 ha.
Alright, this Naga wades through the water very, very quickly. Doesn't seem to even bat an eyelid that its other snaky friend just died. And you're not sure if it's because it doesn't have eyelids or because it just doesn't care. But either way, it doesn't seem to be bothered. And it is going to... can't really see you guys up there because it's 20 feet tall. So actually I might replot its movement. It's gonna start making its way up this slope. And it's going to dash. It just slithers its way up. This is the one that Dagger almost killed instantly. It's like just pretty much looking like it's about to collapse on the brink of
So
death.
happy about that. I cannot articulate it.
Alright, it dashed. Roland, you're up.
No. 25. Okay, it's pretty well now. I love it when big enemies like this are very close to death. It gives me a chance to kill it with a mock.
Nice.
I don't know. Nope.
Alright, you try to mock
That's
it, but Excruth, its forked tongue hisses in and out of its mouth.
Ah, fools! You cannot kill what is immortal. We will be back for you and hunt you relentlessly.
Well, I'll just kill you again then. Eventually you will tire of it.
We will never tire of it. You will tire in your sleep.
He will just make us stronger. Please
True.
keep coming.
That's 40 to there. I'll go ahead and throw a hand axe at it. I think I'm at disadvantage.
Yeah. That's a hit. You throw the hand axe over, the blade hits it in the neck and lops its head off, and then it just vanishes. Completely disappears.
Huh. They don't normally do that. Must be the power of Tempest.
Alright, these trolls are very angry, and they start splashing their way to Nox. They kind of put the fire out that's melting them away, and they're going to start climbing up this ledge. They take the dash action, and one of them climbs straight up next to you, Nox. Scamp.
I'm gonna produce flame at this one that just decided to get up all up in our face.
That's a hit. It's even more enraged now. Fire! 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 Ah! Starts to go crazy.
I'm gonna duck back into this cave here.
The other troll's gonna just try and climb straight up the cliff face. He'll take the dash action. And he just scrambles along the bottom of the cliff face. He grumbles and then he goes around. And he starts heading up the ramp. Dagger.
I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna tell Groot this will be a great time to bring out your big sword.
That's a hit. You lunge forward and impale the troll with the rapier straight through its chest. It bursts out of its back, and instead of regenerating, its flesh just sizzles and sort of melts down your rapier as you draw it out.
Leave Nox alone. Disengage.
Pavel.
Gonna drop my musket, take out tier line, and run over there. And I'm gonna two-hand sword this troll.
That's a hit. You slice a wound across the troll, and it just opens it straight up. And it's a crit.
Whoa!
Boom.
Nice.
Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's a sword of sharpness, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll d20. And I got some.
You jump up, Pavel, and you take a slash. You cut its head clean off. Completely decapitated. The head falls back and rolls off the ledge, and the legs just collapse onto the ground. And the rest of its body does too.
And
Wow.
it's burning, so it can't come back.
Good, Pavel.
Yeah. Turns
Thank
into
you.
a bubbling green pool of grossness. Little bubbling warts and mangled hair stewing around in there. Nox.
Where's the other one?
He's coming up the ledge to the west.
Yep.
Oh, okay. 10. Oh, I can see you now. Firebolt. Miss.
That is a big miss.
Swing and a miss. 20, 30. Cool. Finger gun.
Rolling.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to use a spell slot on this thing. I don't really feel like I need to. I will just viciously mock him. Let me make sure he's in range. I think he is. Yeah.
That is
Jeez.
a narrow success. The troll is so angry about having fire cast on it that it's ignoring everything, just focusing solely on Nox.
Well, that was not what I intended. And, that's my turn.
Bro.
Right. Seeing this troll barreling towards Nox, I'd like to ready a grapple if it gets within.
Okay.
And yeah, stay right there.
Bro claps his hands together, gives him a bit of a rub, and then assumes the bear pose, ready to grab the troll. Scamp.
I'm gonna try and frostbite it.
Its hand becomes frozen, and it just shakes its hand a little bit. A little bit of sort of icy snow is getting flicked off everywhere. And it's coming. Ah, fire! And it takes a dash action, and when it gets into your reach, Brew, you'll be able to grab it. It tries to push past you, and you end up just grabbing it instead. And it tries to continue to pull away from you, and then just starts screaming in your face, "Fire!" And ends its turn.
I'll emulate it. Scream "Fi" back.
Okay, gonna come up and stabby stab.
That's a hit. Alright, now the
20.
sneak attack. hitting the troll straight through the gut. Thick green blood bursts out of the wound when you draw the rapier out. It doesn't even care. It just keeps on looking at Nox, screaming "Fi, fi, fi" over and over and over.
I smack him. Like, leave him alone.
Pavel.
I'm gonna chill touch it.
Okay, that hits. Alright, the skeletal hand, it grabs onto the troll, prevents it from regenerating. All of its wounds are just sort of dripping down.
And then I'm gonna slash it a bit. It's a bonus action.
That hits. You slash through the troll, cutting a ribbon into it. Yeah, it's looking pretty hurt.
Nice combo.
Yeah.
Nox.
I stand up on the rock right in front of me, and in a very simple sidearm motion, I'm gonna huck another fireball.
That hits it. It only just clips it, but it adds to the injuries that it has, and then the fire just melts it.
And with my other hand, I put my thumb up to my nose and wiggle my fingers and just stick my tongue out and go, nah.
Just screams. Rolling.
Do that.
Another vicious mockery. And this time the troll fails. It starts to claw its own hair out, ripping out these dreadlocks and throwing them out on the ground, scratching its flesh.
Oh, you're making it even worse.
Brr.
I'd like to headbutt it a couple times.
Okay.
Nice.
And that is a crit headbutt. You just headbutt it in the ribs, and you just hear bones crunch and break. And that's another hit. Right, you hit it again, and it's almost completely dead. One more hit, and it's going to be finished.
I'd like to push it 5 feet. Or actually, it probably has reach, so let's make it a good 15.
Okay. You then take it for a walk.
Yumi, come over here.
Why are you taking him out of my reach?
Actually, sorry, just like there.
Alright, you push it, and then you drag it back, and then you push it and drag it back.
Like,
The troll's just getting flung around everywhere.
Trying to make it. Well, I guess no, it couldn't. I wanted to make sure it couldn't reach you, dagger. If it had 10-foot reach.
As you're doing that, its arm just gets ripped completely off, so you have to grab the other arm instead. Scam.
Well,
Yeah, it's gonna produce flame at it.
Take it down.
Baseball
And
throw.
that hits. Create a little ball of fire in your hand. Lob it on over. Up over Brew's head. And down. It hits the troll and just splatters the troll in a gurgly mess on the ground.
nice throw.
Brew's just left with green goop all over his arms and hands.
That was a good fight.
Nicely done, everyone.
Well, I do actually think that it was slightly counterproductive. We didn't actually learn anything.
There might
We
be
learn-
more of them to the north.
Well, the
They did say they'd be back.
What?
Yostal,
What?
the ghost, is going to show us his bag.
Well,
Yes.
Either way, I'm
Must have
going
missed
to.
the recap, Roland. Joestar specifically said sack. Need I remind you?
Roland refuses to call it Yostel sack.
Nox will walk back into the steam room and collects as much platinum in his bag of holding as he can carry.
Okay. Alright. So, you resume your business. 500 platinum pieces are inside this chest.
Oh yeah.
There's also 330 gold pieces
Whoa.
and a silver necklace in the form of entwined serpents worth 250 GP. And there is a spell scroll as well.
Oh, can you read it, Nox? What does it say?
I take a gander at it.
You're taking all of the treasure, Nox.
Yes.
Add that to your inventory. And let me check to see who's going to be able to identify this spell scroll, or if anyone, or if someone knows it.
Well, when we take a long rest, we can
Roland, you can read it. It's modify memory.
Oh.
5th level
this is a
spell.
This is a spell that I've not had the chance to really think about, but it can be nasty.
You have so many spell scrolls. I love it.
Only you can cast that, Roland, so it's going straight to you.
Alright, excellent.
Unless someone wants to just somehow, for some reason, keep it from you and not allow you to have it.
It might be a priest scroll I could use.
Alright, that is a big haul. That's over 5,500 gold pieces. So.
Yeah, that's a good haul.
Whoa.
Look,
still had
we
to-
were hurting
yeah.
after all the other things that we did, so I'm all for re-upping the coffers, as you will.
Now we need to get Brew cloak protection.
Well, it's not totally essential.
Well, I mean, and there's the possibility
But thank
of
you.
something in Yostel's sack.
Oh god.
So we don't know what's in there.
I kind of find it funny that I didn't even write down what the reward was.
Well, it's like items, I think. That's
Mental
kinda what
block.
I gathered from it.
Self-preservation.
Who truly knows?
Joestar does.
Well, it is his sack. It's on his person.
Where do you think those trolls came from?
Well, from the if their mind control abilities are as high as is predicted, controlling a troll would not be that hard. To be fair.
Yeah, that Duergar was powerful. He even overcame my intelligence.
I would say that I am curious. At this point, I would be curious to say that I want to explore the temple that all the frog people are protecting. Just because, at this point, it's the Mage. We are in the Mage's ledger. This is all basically legend. Why not go, as they say, balls deep?
Chromatic orbs deep.
What a
I would like to know if the frog people are slavers as well. However, before we continue on, did we want to maybe spend 10 minutes here and I can make sure everybody can breathe underwater, since it seems we'll be fighting some stuff that moves easily through water?
excellent.
That is a very prudent idea. I think that is
Not bad.
very, very good idea. Yes.
Can I do a quick?
blokes, slavers.
Quick search for secrets in this room. Just
Sure. You can make a perception check at disadvantage because of the steam. It's lightly obscured. You take a look around, Brew, and you're sort of just following all these wisps of smoke, of steam coming out of this large contraption, and you sort of just get distracted by it. You look down and you see these two iron chambers stacked on top of each other. Somehow there is a fire burning in the bottom chamber, and yeah, the water seems to drip down from above. It pours through a crack in the ceiling, and some small holes in the side of the top chamber are allowing steam to vent into the cave, keeping it very warm and moist.
Can I also check this place for anything?
Sure. All the walls are covered with creepers and moss. You look around and you don't see any secrets.
It's pretty warm though. I might just hang out in here, have a little steam.
Just sort of everything's
Hell
a bit
no,
blurry.
man.
There's a lot of steam in this room.
Move at least to where I can see you. And then I'm gonna ritual cast water breathing for everybody.
Alright, 10 minutes goes by and you guys can all breathe in water now for 24 hours.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, shall we continue?
Yeah, we. Should we just follow this around, or you know what's better yet? Mon ami, you are always the best at this. Go to make sure we do not die, or do things foolish.
Alright, heading back the way you came, there was the way you came, and then there is this stone ramp leading down into the swamp to the north. About a 10-foot wide ledge that you could follow.
Okay. I'm going back invisible.
Alright, you head down, and you are on the same level as where the swamp water is now. You see this murky, dark plain as far as the eye can see to the east, sort of to the northeast, and then there's still a 10 to 15 wide tunnel that's hugging the cave walls. You head back around here, and this just seems to complete a circuit.
That's why I was quickly checking to make sure that it was a circle. I'm leaving little marks on the wall.
Okay, you can hear like some sort of sounds like a waterfall or something churning away to the east. It gets a little bit louder as you head north.
I see mushrooms.
And you notice a little fungal farm over here. You go and inspect it. It's a 10-foot high cavern, and there is a couple of neat rows of fungi. And there is this like perpetual haze of spores in the air, making everything lightly obscured. Like green spores just dancing around in the room.
Note that I'm coming this way.
Up ahead, Dagger, through this tunnel, it comes to more of this swamp water.
I am trying to be silent. Oh, does this come back down? It does come back down. Okay. Is there a tunnel up here?
Roland, as you move near this cave, you just sort of cause a few of these green spores to just separate, dance around a little bit. The spores seem perfectly harmless though, and you can see a few gardening tools laying around. Alright, Dagger, as you step down here, you sort of put your foot in the swamp water, and it's pretty deep. So, almost 2 feet deep. You have to be like trudging through the swamp here and
Swimming.
what you see is bones. There seems to be like a sea of bones. So many bones, humanoid bones, hundreds of them mixed in with the swamp water. At first you think they're some reeds jutting up out of the swamp, but then you realize they take on familiar shapes of skulls, some femurs, some pelvises, and other bones. Name a bone. They've got them.
Yeah,
There you go.
femur, shin bone.
You can make a stealth check as well, Dagger. You're coming out into quite a wide open space here. It's hard to try and keep the noise down, but you're not hindered at all. I think your boots would still work. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah, you just sort of sink down into the swamp water and
Scamp is walking on water.
Is it deep enough to swim in?
it's I mean, not really. It's like not really suitable for swimming because it's very thick and muddy and there are a heap of bones. You're more just doing this awkward sort of walk and trudge, like you're trudging. Yeah, like
Can I
very
tell what
silently
type-
trudging.
Can I tell what type of fungus this stuff is and whether any of it might be edible?
Yeah, you've already got a good knowledge of fungi from previous levels, Scamp. And yeah, it's a variety of edible funguses. There is some small ripple bark and some little baby Trillimac. It's just edible fungus. Doesn't have
I'm gonna
any-
try and gather some of it in a way that might like preserve it for replanting later. I'm not sure how funguses work as a person.
I guess you get some like spores or something, or I think you just can replant them. So yeah, you can just. It looks like one of the crops has not been very well tended and has died, but one of them has, and yeah, you can pluck up some Trillimac, some baby Trillimac. There's some gardening tools so you can get like a trowel and do some digging and whatnot. Bit of gardening. You don't need any ability check to harvest that.
Alright. Do that and then continue with the party. Sorry.
You can just call it like baby Trillimac.
Goes good in a salad.
I prefer
spell
mine
that.
stewed in butter.
There we go. So
You just like butter.
Trillimac. They grow much taller. These ones are little
you
baby
not?
ones.
Well, it is very delicious.
It looks like some sort of mass grave here, Dagger. There's just so many bones. Like it must have been a massive battle. Yeah, once upon a time. Bones in the mud. And it continues on. Like you're sizing up this like scene of bones, and it's like 60 feet across, and God knows how long to the north it extends for.
I like try to cast message towards where I think Dagger is and say, Mon cher, I do believe we've lost you. Did you head north, south, east, or west at the end of the zigzag tunnel?
Bust into the sea of bones.
The sound of the waterfalls, is it like more behind us now?
Yeah, it's become distant. All right, everyone is going to roll initiative now because something bursts out from the water here when Nox steps forward.
Oh no.
Of course. Oh,
Another
shit.
Naga.
Oh, Naga.
Yep. All right, this one does attempt to surprise, and it just bursts up through the swamp water. It looks pretty much like the other Nagas, except has like a skeletal face, skeletal serpentine body. It is literally just a skeleton of a Naga. And yeah, it bursts out and starts attacking without any word of warning. Alright, this is going to be the stealth roll for surprise. An 8. Alright, everyone hears that, even you, Dagger. You can hear this, like, something burst out of the water behind you in the distance. Alright, it just rises up, and it actually speaks.
Die, creatures! You have come into my domain, and I will dispose of you.
Doubt it.
Okay, Nox, you're up first.
In that moment of like, just like, oh, you're not so scary. You have no meat, and I'm going.
I may not have meat, but I have beef.
With you on
I'm. I don't have time for this. I will toss a chromatic orb lightning at him.
That's a direct hit. You send the chromatic orb over towards the spine of Hexakali, and it bursts through the Naga, breaking away multiple rib bones and doing some serious damage to it.
Is the area we're in considered difficult terrain?
Yeah, all of the green areas on this map are difficult terrain.
Okay. 5, 10, 15.
It's going to attack you. It hisses.
Oh,
and
it has
extends its
big range.
It does. It tries to bite you, but it completely misses.
Duck and weave, duck and weave. I do the like bob into the water really quick and just like pop up and like.
As you pop up, it's like little bones like all over your hood and whatnot, like one on your shoulder. And... Alright, Tagger. You're up. Did not see this thing lurking with all the other bones underneath the murky water.
Blended in too much. Yeah. I have a swim speed. I'm still
Yeah, it's not suitable for swimming in this area. So
just make it.
pretty much mud.
Okay, I'll do a short bow shot at it then.
That's a hit.
Oh yeah, I have advantage.
Yeah, you've got advantage. Your invis and also your other feature allows that. Alright, you line it up and it just splits its skull, breaking away its jaw, and it begins to fall apart. It's like not much left of it.
Grouse.
Brr.
I'll wait over beside it. Take out an adamantine war pick and attack recklessly.
It's a mess. You just like attack some of the other like big pile of bones in the mud, thinking it's a part of the creature.
Rowan yells, "That's those
There's 5 of them.
bones, brew.
And then your second attack hits.
That's the ones. Good job."
And when your war pick hits the Naga, it collapses. All of the links of bones fall apart and just collapses into a myriad pile. Destroyed.
Wow.
Just like that.
All right. Well, I'm starting to get why they call this place Slitherswamp.
Because it's so muddy?
Do you want to investigate the waterfall?
At
Well,
this point,
Well, I mean, if they called it Slither Forest, that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, the swamp part is, well, I mean, that's a little on the nose, but the
Oh.
slither part, the snakes, all the snakes, bro.
Right. And the bones. They could have called it Bone Swamp.
That would make a fitting name too, in my
I
opinion.
suppose.
is this like a particular structure, Seb, or is this just...
There are like some reeds. Just some reeds
Oh.
sticking up out of the swamp.
Well, it might be a pile of bones.
Does the waterfall sound like it's coming from this way?
Look, you've gone way past the waterfall.
Back here.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
other
okay.
direction.
We've gone way.
I think that if we keep going in this westerly direction, that we will come across our friend Yostal again, more than likely. Seems that that's the direction it is heading anyway.
No, okay. I'll go back invisible.
Alright, you vanish and continue to wade through the swamp, just squelching very slowly. At some stages, you're waist deep in the mud. It fills your clothes, your boots, your backpacks. Everything gets completely coated in mud. You're gonna need to have a shower after this.
I don't like this place.
We've been here, haven't we?
Yep, that's back where you'd killed the drow. His corpse is still just over here.
Yeah. Okay, we've come in like a circle. Where do we want to go?
Well, like I said, I would be one to say that we need to. I would like to explore the temple, but the frog people are all in the way. But we've also not yet found the scepter that the ghost was asking us to find.
Well, there were tunnels up that we didn't go in. We can go in those. Didn't he say it was over in this area?
Well, there was a waterfall somewhere. There might be tunnels where the waterfall is too. Water's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, let's go to the waterfall.
Roland sighs as he continues trudging through the through the water. His coat kind of trailing on top of the water behind him.
Okay.
Starts playing plucking on his not strumming it, but plucking his guitar. Sounds sort of like a banjo.
Continue
I found the
trudging
waterfall.
through the swamp. And yeah, you just see like a steady stream of water pouring out from a crack in the wall up ahead, filling up this natural stone basin, and then it overflows into the muddy ground below.
Just waiting for Roland to say that we all have pretty smiles.
Want the fresh, clean water flow over me?
Okay, you jump in
Trying to
and
figure out
yeah,
what dagger is.
you can wash all the mud off.
Where's the sound of the waterfall coming from?
This way,
Ah!
northeast.
Here.
It just seems to be siphoning through a very small crack in the wall. And then yeah, you guys can take a drink if you want. Seems to be fresh enough. And yeah, you can wash off, and it's kind of nice. Let the waterfall wash down on
For
you.
sake of argument, I will refill my water skin.
I will do so as well.
Yeah, it's very clean water. Must be from like a natural spring or a basin or something, and it's just yeah, it's quite refreshing to have a sip. It's kind of cooler here as well. You can feel some of the spray, and you can clean yourselves off, but you will be left to just trudge back through the swamp water again anyway.
Yeah, Roland doesn't even bother.
It's a nice little reprieve.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like at this point we would all have the worst case of jungle foot ever. If you don't know what that is, just Google it.
Or don't. It's okay not to Google it.
I'm actually, Pavel. What do you say, bro?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna take this opportunity for small reprieve to like remove some of my armor and try and take off like some of the clothes that I have on and my boots, because you're right, it's kind of annoying, and I think I'm just gonna put them like drape it around my backpack to let it dry somehow.
All right, Pavel, are you trying to say that you're going skinny dipping?
No. I still gonna put my armor back on, but I'm taking off like my shirt and maybe like my pants, but still have underwear on.
Yeah, you've got a lot
you're
of
gonna be
mud
so
and
chafed.
that. Yeah, working its way in to each and every crease. So yeah, you get sort of cleaned up a little bit. It's pretty refreshing. All of your backpacks would be pretty much soaked by this stage, and all the contents within would be damp as well. And
it's magical at this point.
yeah, everything's pretty. Yeah, the magic items, they don't really get dirty as well. The dirt just seems to just fall off of them. So
Is my pink tutu magic?
it doesn't appear to be. It's actually not a pink tutu anymore, bro. It's now a brown tutu.
Oh dear.
It has leveled up.
It's probably
Oh.
it's probably so encrusted with mud and other stuff that it's not even like out anymore. It's like hanging down.
It's got like a
Not-
collection of all sorts of shit. There's like frogs living in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Knox
Oh,
can
God.
clean it eventually.
Yes, I mean we can make it pretty, but at this point it seems redundant.
Still wearing my armor. For sure.
Alright, you guys head up, and yeah, it's starting to get through quite thick, heavy mud now, and there are just so many bones everywhere.
Hey, I think I see some land.
You do. You can see some land and some thin, sort of blue wisps, and then when you get there, Dagger, you just stop. As you guys look ahead, you notice Dagger has become visible. Dagger, you're incapacitated. And
Whoa.
Dagger's just staring like at this what looks like a small island in the middle of this cave, some sort of blue light, and she's become visible, and she's still standing there doing nothing. And as you look forward, you can see some movement in the blue light.
I call out, Monsieur, you good now? Hey.
No.
No response.
Can she actually
She's completely out of mind. She's just frozen.
Do I think this is...
Go ahead, Scam.
She's staring at this blue light that's sort of wisping around on top of this little island.
Do I think this is something that a dispel magic might help with?
Yeah, you could try.
Sure, we'll try a dispel magic.
Alright, as you look over in that direction, something actually happens to you before you even cast a spell. You start to see this tiniest little blue light just starts to turn into a bit of a lighter glow. And you soon find yourselves all in the same state that Dagger is in.
Oh,
As you look into this blue light, you find yourselves witnessing what looks like a fight between 6 women and a spirit Naga. The women look just like human females, however, you notice they have some serpentine features, some piercing eyes, a few gangly claws, some patches of snake, reptilian patches of flesh, and a forked tongue, and they're just with daggers and scimitars and bows, just having all out combat with this Naga. And as you guys witness this scene, you soon find yourselves drawn into it, reenacting this fight. Alright.
Didn't we kill that guy?
The way this will work is everyone's going to control one of these UNT. And you're going to be fighting Hexacali and trying to defeat it.
Wow.
It's like a memory that you've been drawn into. So,
I don't want to.
going to give you guys control of the UNT character sheet first of all. And easiest way to access the character sheet is by holding Alt on your keyboard and then double clicking on the token. It's going to bring up that UNT character sheet for you. You can also find it in the level 8 folder if you're looking for it. Okay, I need everybody to roll me 2d20. That's how many hit points you guys have left. Alright, going to start off with Nox. You've got 12. So Nox, you're going to be that top UNT. Next will be Roland. He's on 26 hit points. Further down the list is Dagger on 21 hit points. You're the next UNT here as well. Then we have Pavel, still got 32 hit points left. Keep on going around. We have Brew on 12. And Scamp on 32. Alright, so you guys are all incapacitated and you've been drawn into this scene. So, yeah. You can see that the Spirit Naga is already injured and you guys are hissing, it's hissing, and you're just in this brutal bout of combat. Roland, you're up first.
Alright. Character sheet. Yeah. Gonna move in and take some scimitar slashes.
Alright, you run up to Hexacali. The first attack misses. The Naga hisses, slides out of reach, and then you slash at it. And you slice straight through some of its snaky scales.
Alright. Pretty sure that's all I can do at the moment, too. Turn button.
Right, you look at each other and although you still sort of have your own consciousness, you don't have any real control over what you're doing, and everyone looks like some sort of UNT pureblood.
Oh, so that's what it feels like to swing a sword.
Dagger. I thought you were going to say something else then, Roland.
No.
If I were to feel like to cast a spell, I'm going to try to do suggestion at him.
Alright. You attempt a suggestion on the Spirit Naga. However, it hisses, "Ha! Insuperior creature! We are the true serpents!
Your magic has no effect on us. Impudent little rodents. Abominations!
And they're immune to being charmed.
Okay.
I have slayed 100 of your people. I will slay 6 more on this day.
Scam.
Well,
Alright, when you move back, Hexacali hisses and strikes with an opportunity attack at you, Dagger. It's quite
I'm
vicious.
dead.
It bites you for 7 piercing damage. However, the poison does not affect you. Should be immune to poison.
Oh, okay.
That has a very vicious bite. Right, Scam.
I'm gonna slash at it twice.
That's a hit. And another hit. You come up from behind it and you start just swiping away at this beast. Powerful.
The UNT would look to the 2 other more injured UNT and just nod at them and swing.
Alright, you come in trying to take down this creature. That hits. You slash it good, just piercing the scimitar into its side. It whips around. You try to swing again, but it bats your hand off to the side. Nox.
Feeling injured and not so hot, I'm actually going to say she would back up, draw her bow, and take a shot with the short bow.
Nice.
It's a miss. The arrow swings on by and just disappears into the gloom. Hexacali hisses and retorts. The snake then slithers around like this, winding around and uncoiling. As it moves, it provokes from Scamp, Pavel, and Roland, who can all take an attack at it. Your attack misses Scamp. It doesn't quite pierce its flesh. Roland, you slice it along its tail. And
Nice.
Pavel, you jump up and just slash it on the face. It hisses and blood is just dripping down the center of its 2 eyes. It's looking quite injured now. Its mouth starts to form this blue ball of energy. And it shoots a 5th level lightning bolt at Roland, Dagger, and Nox from its mouth. The 3 of you have to make a dexterity save, which is a dexterity check, because I don't think you guys have efficient. And there's a streamer of lightning 120 feet long, just where it just
Fifth level.
streaks
Might not matter.
down. This
Nox's UNT is dead.
Alright,
Oh, I'm dead.
whoops. Oh, did that work? Yes. 33 lightning damage it is. No, that didn't look like it worked. Yeah, I think it did. It must have rolled. Because I didn't type in 33. Alright. Seems about right. Alright, Nox, bye-bye.
Sure, you.
Dagger, bye-bye. Roland, you actually make the save and you take 16 lightning damage. Alright. Yeah, you see a couple of your fellow UNT fall in battle. And when that happens, you're shunted back into your own minds. But the shock from dying in this scene, your illusory demise actually afflicts you in real life. Well, yeah. So, Nox, you take 27 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
And
what?
Dagger, you take 16 psychic damage, and both of you are back to your senses, and you can continue to you can roll initiative for your characters and join this fight. Though you can't interact with these, you still got your turn now. You're yourself.
Can we attack Hexacali?
You'll see. Alright, Nox, you're going on initiative count 4. And you can roll us up some initiative as well, Dagger. You're going on initiative count 29. Okay.
You're moving
Nice.
yesterday.
Jesus.
Alright, 2 of the Yuan-Ti fall. And then Hexacali slides around. Alright, Dagger, when you come back into your senses, you just see this wispy blue light moving around. It's not like a full detailed fight like this, and you're not able to interact with this scene. Alright, the snake then hisses and is going to assert dominance and end its turn there. Brr.
Wow. Tempest graced us with a fight in a different form. I'll multi-attack.
First attack misses, and second attack misses. The scimitar bounces off its rubbery flesh with each swing.
Hiss.
Alright, Nox, you're shocked back into yourself. What do? You see Roland,
I
Pavel, Brew,
immediately,
and
like-
Scant just mindlessly staring at this blue light.
I immediately grab my head and do the whole like, oh, why? Feeling the psychic pain, and then I look around at the glowing blue light for a second, and at everyone else, and just go like, I don't know if I can process this right now. And I pop open the health potion that Dagger gave me, and just drink it.
Okay. It does a lot to it. Kind of stops that headache that you just got from that psychic energy.
9 point,
Potion of Advil.
basically.
Dagger. You're looking around. You can vaguely see this spectral image of this fight happening, but you're seeing quite far away from it. What do? Nox is drinking a potion. The rest of your friends are just staring at this blue light.
I will. I don't think I could hit it. So does it look like I could hit it?
No. It's like
Okay,
it's like just
I'll
I
take-
mean, you could attack the blue light, but you feel like, I mean, it just looks like spectral and ghostly. Looks like the sort of thing that a weapon's going to pass straight through.
I'm going to take a potion as well. Be on the safe side, disengage. Back and take a potion. Actually, I would disengage to here.
Alright, or you can just roll that up and then move it along. Alright, 19 healing. Greater healing's 44 plus 4. You rolled 46.
Oh,
You need to re-roll that one. Alright, rolling.
She'll run forward, screaming the name of the Yuan-Ti god or goddess.
Dendar or something. One of them. They've got I think they got like 4. Seth or Dendar.
she'll run forward yelling. One of them, I don't know. And try to avenge her comrades.
That's a hit. You slice through the Naga again. You try to jump on it and just saw its head off, but it flicks its long serpentine tail around and recoils from underneath you and knocks you back into the swamp. Scamp.
Do I have like Scamp's consciousness in any of this, or am I just like
You are the
Yuan T kind of?
Yeah.
You're
You've got-
along for the ride.
You're nothing of Scamp's consciousness. Well, except that you're aware of what's happening. That's about it. You're like watching a movie.
So then, I guess since I saw the lightning bolt kill 2 other Yuan T, I'm going to sit my ass right here and fire a short bow instead of going in for a melee and making a nice, pretty connect 3.
The arrow is a miss. It whizzes on by. Pavel. It's are you dashing?
Oh wait, it's difficult terrain.
Yep. All of the green areas on this map
Damn.
are difficult terrain.
Damn. Yeah, sure, I'll dash.
Alright. Dash around behind the creature. And it just opens its mouth. Bah! And this black beam. It hits you, Roland. And you need to make a constitution save. It's a blight.
Is that a save for half or is it?
I'm pretty
Save
sure
or
it's
nothing?
yeah, save or nothing.
Cool.
Let me check.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Alright, even with magic resistance, this black beam of death hits you, and you see Roland Yuan T just her flesh just becomes rotten, her eyes just droop down, all of her skin starts to melt off, and she's just this rotted corpse on the ground within seconds. And Roland, you can roll initiative. The shock of death causes you 27 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
I know that feel, bro.
You're on 20.
That hurt me bad.
And it whips its head around to the
I'm
next
pretty close to
victim.
going down.
You almost got real death. What will the shock of actual death do to you? Alright, Brew. You're looking at this thing, it's kind of hurt. You're looking like you'll be able to defeat this thing, but you're also pretty hurt yourself. You know it's killed hundreds of your fellow Yuan T, but this thing it's a freak. It's an abomination. It thinks it's a true evolution of a serpent, but your people are the true evolution.
Right, yeah. Imposter. I will hiss at it.
And
Nice.
you turn that anger into fuel, and you shove the scimitar straight into its mouth. You swing again, and it just unravels and uncoils its tail around it. You misplace a foot and miss. Nox.
Seeing that Dagger is with me and Roland has just come back in a shock of horror, I'm going to look around and say, does anyone know what the literal fuck just happened? Because I am not used to being projected into something else.
No idea.
You also notice Pavel, Bro, and Scamp are just mindlessly looking towards that light.
Quick glance around. I see the light. Is there anything else in the just general area that's kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies?
That's, I mean, apart from the mass grave, not really.
Okay.
Naga.
I'll just stay here and in case something happens. I'll hold a crossbow bolt in case something gets within range that I can actually hit.
Okay. Fake Roland is dead. Real Roland.
Real Roland will just kind of hold his head in his hands for a second. Oh, usually to get a vision like that, I have to take mushrooms. That was very unpleasant. And then I will cast Cure Wounds on myself at we'll do it at second level, just to kind of give myself a little pick.
Alright, the sharp pain in your mind ceases.
That's a little better. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do.
Scamp.
Well, I'm on an island area, right? So I'm
Yeah.
not difficult terrain.
Yeah, all this area that's not green is like a little island jutting up out of the swamp.
So she'll run forward and kind of pull out scimitar and try and do some swipies.
First attack misses. Second attack hits it. You sort of jam the scimitar down into the Naga's tail, pinning it to the ground. Pavel.
Gonna attack at it. My UNT angry that its friends have died.
First attack is a miss. Second attack is a miss.
Damn.
Creature hisses once more, and it casts a high-level hold person on Bruce, Scamp, and Pavel. All three of you need to make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
You have advantage from magic resistance. Scamp, you resist. Brew, you resist. And Pavel, all three of you resist.
Nice.
And this doesn't
Nice.
phase the Naga.
Do you think it bothers me that you may kill my mortal coil? You know I am immortal. It will be a matter of days before I rejuvenate. Then I will personally hunt and kill every last one of you.
Brew.
Trying to think of a good snake insult. You're just a filthy warm-blooded. I'll swing at it a couple times.
Ah, not that. First attack misses and second attack misses. The scimitar just plucks off of the snaky flesh twice. Knocks. You're still seeing Scamp, Pavel, and Brew just staring at this light. Scamp's drooling. Quite a lot, actually. Dagger and Roland. Dagger's got her crossbow out, looking around. Roland's rubbing his hands all over himself.
Hopefully, he's avoiding a certain spot.
He Lennox? I think he went AFK. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep this battle moving. Dagger, what do you do?
I'm going to. Come over here. Can I turn Pavel around?
Alright, when you grab Pavel, he just snaps back into his own self. And the spectral image of Pavel's UNT vanishes, and Pavel is returned back to himself. And Pavel, you can roll yourself into initiative.
What? What?
Yeah, the second you touch him and sort of move him, he's just returned to his mind. His mind is returned to his body. There's no psychic recourse either.
Oh, you're lucky. Okay, we need to wake up the other two before the snake kills them.
Sure. Yeah.
Roll it.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. No, Roland would do that. After getting hit by that psychic shock, he wouldn't want that to happen.
Alright. Do you like slap Scamp across the face, or what do you do?
No, no, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna kind of gently shake her.
Okay.
Are you sure? I'm not conscious to give consent.
You...
Yeah,
Roland.
she's got a point.
Come on, man.
You know, that's a good point. I'll go slap Brew.
You can't reach Brew.
Slap Brew instead.
You slap Brew.
But you can't reach Brew. And he's not conscious to give consent either.
Oh yeah, where were you,
I was
Roland?
just messing around. I wasn't serious.
Okay.
That
you're-
was
you're
so
there.
funny.
Yeah, you've got enough reach. Alright,
Yeah,
you
Not bad.
you slap Brew as hard as you can, and poof, Brew, you're slapped out of it, and your spectral UNT vanishes. You can roll yourself
Either that,
into
or
initiative.
I would cast prestidigitation, and the lack of stink would make him come back.
So I see you only care about women's consent.
Well, I'm not going to do anything untoward to a man. It's not how I swing.
I don't know, those elves, they're pretty. They can swing either way. Alright, that does take
I'm not
your
an
action.
elf person in the sky.
And you're only seeing Scamp in this stasis, big drool line dripping down from her face.
I am going to take out my bow and just kind of like very lightly tap her on the head with the bow.
That doesn't work.
Oh my god. I'm gonna look at everyone and just say, "You're all my witness. You're all my witness." And then, yeah, I'm gonna gently shake her out.
All right.
What have you done?
You shake her, and she snaps out of it. Just as she's about to land the killing blow on the creature, you're all shunted away from this spectral image. And return to your former selves.
Did you guys just see that?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Okay,
I don't
good.
know how Pavel can live with himself for doing that to Scamp. It's horrible.
I said all of you were a witness. You were all my witness before I did this. I said you were gonna be my witness. Damn it! Don't go back on me.
Scamp starts to look concerned. She wasn't initially, but now there seems to be something she's missing.
I did not consent to be your witness.
Alright, we're gonna do a
What?
bio break now. Take 10 minutes. We'll see you guys back soon.
Later. I feel like we should have killed that thing. maybe that will like lead to something. But at the same time, that 4d10 psychic damage seems kind of sucky.
As a player, I want to know what happens when it's killed, but my character would have done the same thing you guys did if she woke up to prevent damage to other people, so.
Same.
Pay no attention to that.
The mystery spell.
I'm adding in spells so that I don't have to do it later.
Oh, right.
Because I get access to
Yeah.
everything, so when
Yeah, I was about to
we
say, it
gain...
makes sense.
No idea. I left the
Use a
channel.
druid. Yeah. I'll pick mine whenever I level up.
Where are we leveling up?
I mean,
Not right now, I'm just adding my spells in, because I have to add the entire list as a druid, basically.
how big is the druid bonus for 6th level? I think we discussed it last time. I just can't remember. Oh yeah, you get some really good spells for 6th level.
Yeah, there's 16 total, but 4 of them are investitures of
Whatever.
fire, ice,
Yeah.
storm, and wind.
Wind being one.
Hero's Feast, I'm probably not going to prepare unless we have ingredients for it. My go-tos, the ones I like, are Heal and Sunbeam, that I think would probably fit Scamp. There's also Conjure Fae, but she hasn't been conjuring animals much lately. Find the Path would be very good, like, situationally. And Transport via Plants, Bones of the Earth. Druid Grove, which does, like, all sorts of shit.
I got transport via plants. Got you there. Well, until Tiralai breaks up with Pavel, and then, yeah, that's it.
Primordial Ward isn't too bad either. But it's... I don't know if I like it for a 6th level spell slot. You gain resistance to basically all types of elemental damage. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder.
Yeah.
And then when you take damage of those, you can use your reaction to gain immunity to that type of damage, including against the triggering damage. And if you do that, the other resistances end, and you'll have immunity until the end of your next turn, at which time the spell ends. So you can use the immunity once, but then it goes away.
Yeah, that's pricey for 6th level.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
Alright, just like that, you're all taken away from this scene of combat. And you're back here, right where you were, surrounded by a sleek natural cavern, humid air, and everything that the swamp entails. You can hear the sound of frogs croaking off in the distance. Dragonflies are buzzing about. Here you are.
I believe that there's some sort of path ahead, or at least a way up out of the swamp. Check that out.
Yes, let's check it out. I'll go
Is there
visible
still-
again.
Is there like a light up here, or? I think I'm seeing through. There it is. Okay.
Die, Nox, die! It was the Nox.
I'm gonna
Nox
cure
immunity.
wounds on Roland at 3rd level.
Oh, thank you, Scamp. You didn't really need to do that.
Ooh, that is some heal.
It's a good one.
Nice.
27.
Puts me 7 hit points away from my max. Because my max is
Nice.
not very.
Okay, you guys head back over, and it's just a a little wisp of blue light that you can just sort of pass through, and it soon disperses to just be a dry platform rising up out of the swamp water. Up ahead, there is another ramp, a stone ramp leading up into what looks like a cave.
Mm-hmm.
You head up the wedge. It's a 15-foot high cave up ahead. As you move into the cave, Dagger, you notice something to your right. It's a large mirror with a stone frame.
Roland.
Coming.
As you approach the gate stone, it starts to feel slightly warm, and the number 11 is glowing on the gate stone.
Alright.
The stone frame of this mirror is comprised of what looks like hundreds of tiny interlocking stone gears. The mirror itself seems to reflect normally.
Stone gears. There's no writing or anything like that, just the gear.
It's all gears. Gears.
You said there was hundreds of them. Sorry.
Yeah, hundreds of stone gears. The entire frame is made of these interlocking little stone gears. And it's a tall frame, so it's like a 10-foot tall mirror.
Do any of them have like a protrusion that like you could turn the gear, or
You can make a perception check. Alright, you take a look very closely, Roland, and at first you don't notice this, but standing here for a little while, you seem to passively see this. One of the gears has popped out slightly.
aha. I will push it in.
Alright, when you push it, it locks into place and you start to hear gears click. They move like clockwork and they all rotate. When that happens, the frame, it locks into place, and the actual mirror, it is filled with this glowing light of a portal.
Excellent.
Shimmering
All right.
portal.
Well, we know that this does not lead anywhere above, but we have not found any other gates that have this particular pattern around it. Must lead further down.
Stays open for about a minute and then it vanishes and you're left with a regular mirror. And yeah.
Rolla notes that down. Bravo. Having fun down there.
Just gaping guard, looking at stuff.
Well, I suppose we can move on from here. I think if we move to the west, we'll probably come across the Bullywugs and the Yuan-Ti Temple. I don't know what would be up this passage here. So,
What, this way? Let's look.
over here. Or I may be hopelessly lost and leading us into utter and horrible danger, but
Alright, Dagger, you move through this very slimy, windy, mud-filled tunnel. And it's quite narrow at some points, and you can start to hear a lot of noise up ahead. A lot of croaking. A lot of croaking.
Bullywugs.
And you can make a stealth check.
Oh well, our frog people were the next on our list, so might as well start here. Let me get stealth.
Alright, again, you move silently through the swamp water, making practically no noise and doing everything to conceal your presence. The collective croaking gets louder, and it's kind of dark here. And you see a lot of movement. It seems to be a massive island full of bullywug, like a little island village. There are dozens of crude shacks. It's sitting on this muddy little horseshoe-shaped island, and there's at least 30 of them. You just see them moving around. There could be more. There seems to only be one real light source, and that is this campfire to the north, and there are a number of these like sort of circular crude huts. The structures are sort of set with bones, and there are animal skin stretched over them. Some of them is rolling around in the mud. There's also a number of giant frogs, giant toad or two, and there is a big camp of bullywug here.
Okay, let's avoid them. Let's go this way.
Some of them are just got some young bullywug with them. Some of them are mending some nets. Some of them are cooking. Some are working on other domestic necessities.
Yeah.
I think we've lost Nox as well. So
Yeah.
if he doesn't come back soon, he's gonna get hallisted.
Oh, sacre bleu, Hallister.
Oh, he's back.
Faster.
There he is.
Alright. I'm gonna say Hallister's got him for now. We'll see. So you're gonna need to come up with a new method of communication.
Oh well, I'm still marking the walls and the way I'm going with chalk.
Do you mark that there is a large contingent of bullywug ahead, or?
Yeah. Bullywug ahead. Large. Scouting. Stay behind.
Oh yeah, I scanned.
Alright, so give us another stealth check, Dagger. You're actually swimming at this stage. The water is so deep here, it's pitch black. You come up to a large cave, and it's quite fetid water here. It smells like rotten a little bit. It's got a 20-foot high ceiling, and you're not sure how deep the water is. It's a little bit scary because it could be who knows how deep. Anyway, as you come around the corner, you notice there is another bullywug, and this one is lazing around on a bed. The bed looks like it's made from a stuffed toad that's been filled with hay. It looks like some sort of boss bullywug. Maybe the leader. And he's just lounging around here. And he's not doing much. He's just chilling. He's being a boss. Just doing nothing.
Being a boss.
So which wall? I'm assuming Dagger went this way, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, Roland, you'll need to make a stealth check at this stage.
Yeah. Figured.
As you round the corner, you start to smell some smoke, and you hear all the croaking and whatnot.
Ooh.
And there's just like a snap, and you hit like a reed or something. The bullywugs immediately turn towards you and start rapidly swimming towards you.
I'm going to. Would I still have tongues up from? I think the last time I cast it though was back with the stone giant. It's probably been more than an hour, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple of hours, probably longer.
Okay.
One of these bullywugs, they go over and they grab a torch and strike it up quickly and hold it above themselves as they start swimming towards you. It does give you a few moments.
I'll cast tongues upon myself.
All right, and Eddie, you can just sit tight for now as well, Dagger. All right, the bullywugs, they come over to you with spears, blah, 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 and they seem quite angry. And as they're sort of croaking away, their words come into your mind.
Bullywug territory! Bullywug territory! Who are you?
Easy, friend.
No easy! You our territory!
And they've there's more of them starting to pile up. They send about 6, as well as a couple of giant frogs
We
as
did
well.
not know. There were no signs posted saying that it was your territory.
Black tongue territory! You no need sign! You, us, we keep you.
Keep me? What does that mean?
We you boss. You keep us. No, we keep you. We take you.
Take me to the boss.
We take you to Kuketh. He decide what to do with you. If you no want to come, we take you.
I'll go willingly. I don't see the reason not to. I'm sure that your boss is a reasonable bullywug.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Take the walrus as well. And the other one.
And Scamp, during this time of this short conversation, you have been flanked by another 6 bullywug. They start coming up behind you, pointing spears in your faces. Blah, blah, blah. They seem very pushy, and they use the handles of their spears to poke you.
Oh, mean.
Don't worry about that. They're just going to take us to their leader. All right. Which one of you is taking us?
I take you.
All right. What is your name, sir?
My name, Blue Blop.
It's very nice to meet you, Blue Blop.
If you hold out your hand or something, he's going to try and stab it probably. That's what you get the impression.
I know better.
You no speak. You're prisoner now. We take you. Blap, blap, boop.
Oh, I don't know if he'll be pleased about that.
Go bram talk. Globble glob.
Alright, you start to hear a lot of croaking and stuff now, Dagger, and you see a bullywug leading your allies with another half a dozen bullywug coming up behind them.
Blap, blap, blap. Kuketh.
Okay, I'm going to sneak to the boss.
Okay.
Kuketh. Fresh meat. I rung to you. We captured this one in Black Tongue territory. There you go. Kuketh boss. He take you now.
And Kuketh opens his eyes. He's sort of sleeping a bit.
Gugak, Buluk Tukak, Grulop. He says, very well, Gugap. Go back. I will deal with these ones. Gakokoko.
And they start splashing away. Doing breaststroke. Diving in and out of the water.
I'll take a bow. Like a quick bow. Greetings, mighty Kuketh.
Okay, he doesn't seem very happy. And he's got a big frown on his face.
Huh. You will stay in the water. I will address you from the dry land. Now. Back. In the water.
I thought I was still in the water right there. Okay.
He's pointing to the center of the cave.
I guess I don't understand, but I get the gist of it.
I think he wants us to go into the center of the water there.
This is how we do.
Alright, Kuketh. We have acquiesced to your request. What now?
Kuket has not decided yet. What are you doing here? What are you doing in the Black Tongue Isles?
Well, right now, we are searching for a particular item. And he's not holding any. Is he holding anything besides like a spear or anything like that?
He doesn't have any. He's not armed. He doesn't have any weapon on his
Not
person.
armed.
Yeah. He's just wearing like a. He's not really like particularly like well dressed or anything. He doesn't have any jewelry, any crown. He's just like pretty much dressed like the other ones he wears.
He's just
Some,
the boss.
Some loincloths. You have a feeling like the more mud that is covering you is sort of like the higher ranking you are or something, like that you like to wallow in filth.
Interesting.
Hey!
Brew, you should do well here.
If I see him make any kind of just angry gesture to them, I mean, like he's going to attack or anything, I'm going to shoot him.
Sure.
What are you looking for? You have come into Black Tongue territory. I am Black Tongue leader.
Well, we surmised as much once your underlings had told us about that. We were actually searching for a rod, the magic variety, and you wouldn't happen to know where such a thing would be, or in possession of it.
Magic rod? Many. How am I supposed to know that?
I didn't think that you
How am I supposed to know that? You think I know everything because I'm boss of Bullywug?
I was just hoping that you would know. I did not.
You refer to me as Yuck? You blockflug. Every time you speak to me. Yuck! Yuck! You blockflug.
Alright, yuck before flug.
I'll post.
We did not know
I'll
that.
post that in the chat for you there.
Yuck, you block flug. Alright, I
Yes.
think I can do that. Was my pronunciation okay?
Me not care. That you know what that mean?
Would tongues give me
Yes, it literally
understanding
translates
what
to
that means?
Lord of Fetid Obliteration.
Oh. That's quite the title.
Yes. Do you know why they call me that?
No, I'm assuming you're about to tell me though.
Because any Bullywug don't do what I say, I kill. Then they do what I say.
So, if I was to do that, would I be the yuck, you block flug?
You are not. You are just block.
Which
You are
would
block!
translate to-
Fetid.
Which would translate to what?
You are block. Block now. You come here looking for wood. You no have it here. Cookef have big problem, and you making problem worse.
Oh. Well, me and my friends here were very good at making problems go away. What exactly is your problem?
The Scythian Scourge, the big snakes. They are fighting and killing my people.
The big snakes.
Yes,
The Nagas.
yes, the spirit Nagas.
Well, we've already killed 2 of those. We also killed a bone Naga, I believe.
Huh?
Are there more than that?
You have kill?
Yes. We obliterated them.
You obliterated them.
Yes.
You will tell the others that I had obliterated them. And we can negotiate.
Alright. I think that we can do that, but would it be okay if I was on dry land for this? This is rather uncomfortable.
You are not allowed on the dry land. This is Kuketh's dry land. You in water. You in mud.
Alright. Sure.
I the boss.
Whatever you say. Yuck, you Brockflug. Even if I have tongues, I will try to pronounce it.
He nods at you and you give him the proper title.
Brash.
So,
Black black.
you said that we could negotiate. Well, it seems that we are the ones negotiating from have a little more power behind.
You not have power.
bargain.
I have power. I am the boss. You are my prisoner.
Well, we are the ones that killed the Nagas.
And for that I will release you. You are released.
All right, now that I'm no longer your prisoner,
I'm still the boss.
sure.
You do what I say in my territory.
What do we get out of telling your people that you're the ones that you were the one that took out the Nagas?
What you want?
What do you have?
I have some slaves. You. I release you.
Do you have more Well, you released us already, so you can't do that again. Do you have more slaves?
Hmm?
Do you have more slaves besides the ones that you've just released?
No.
Us.
First ones. Oh. And the wormies. Carrion cooler. We get the poison from them.
Ah.
Big snakes killing lots of people. Me stuck here. Me the boss. You. You kill snaky people. If you no want to tell them, I will tell them. What you do now then?
I mean, I can tell them. I don't think that's a problem. So you don't have any other slaves that you could give us?
What you want?
The poison from the carrion crawlers. How do you extract it?
I not extract. Bullywug extract.
All right. Well, I think getting some of that poison wouldn't be a bad deal. You can hear my side of the conversation perfectly, because I have tongues. You can't understand what he's saying, but if you can, I don't know if you'll be able to get context out of it.
Good to know.
But I would turn at this point and ask rather loudly, because I do have a feeling that Dagger's somewhere in the vicinity. Is there anything else that we want? I'm going to let the other Bullybugs know that our new friend here, Kukut, has destroyed the Nagas. In exchange, we can receive something. I've asked for some of the poison that they get from the carrion crawlers. Is there anything else that he might have that we could possibly get?
You said they didn't have slaves? Did it roll and repeat that part?
Yeah. No slaves.
Could you ask him if he plans to take slaves if we free the land and give them more control?
Of course. Yerk Blockflug, do you intend to take more slaves after you regain more control over the swamp?
Me not take slaves. Bullywug bring for me. If they take, okay. If not, me no care. I usually sit here and wait. They bring to me.
And he points to his stuffed toad bed.
Right.
I am leader. They do what I say. But me not care.
How about this? We get a little bit of the carrion crawler poison.
And then you go. And you never come back here.
Free passage through your land. lands. And we might come back to the swamp at some point. And if you have taken any slaves, or if your bullywugs have taken any slaves at that point, we would like the option to take them ourselves or purchase them if that is required.
Yes. Where will you go next?
I don't know. We have not decided yet.
Decide now.
We have to find that rod.
Yes, I suppose we do. We have to go. We have to keep searching this level for
No.
the magic rod.
You will leave this level.
I'll turn and look at like the bullywug encampment. Are there a lot of like? It's not all adults, right? I mean,
No, it's
or
like
warriors.
yeah, mostly. It looks like they're living here.
Even if they do like take slaves and stuff, I would feel bad about throwing a fireball in the middle of a bunch of children, even if there are bullywugs. Well, how about we just...
We give you poison, then you go. Where will you go?
Well, we really do need to find that rod.
You want to go to lower level? We can take you there.
Alright, and then you will come straight back here after you take us there.
I won't go. Bodywork will.
Alright. Do you mind if I ask your bullywug if they have seen any magic rods or anything of the sort?
Me no care. You will go. You will get the poison, and you will go. You will go to lower level and find Big Wizard.
Big Wizard?
Yes,
You mean
Big
that-
Wizard. Hallister. You will find Hallister.
We see him on occasion, yes.
Alright, immediately, this next voice, Roland, is telepathic. You hear a telepathic voice next.
Oh.
You must help me. I am under the control of Hallister. I have been taken away from my home and trapped here. I don't care about these bullywug. I am controlled by a gemstone. Hallister has it. When you find Hallister, you must get my gemstone and return it to me so I can be free. If you are truly against enslavement, this is what you'll do. I want to escape Undermountain and return home.
I will think. So I'll try and respond telepathically. I don't know if I'll
You
be
can.
able to.
Telepathic link.
Ah, a slod then. Well,
You are familiar with my kind.
we have come across your kind before. Not all of them friendly. But we have come across those of your kind that were friendly at one point.
I think Hallister has some sort of place where mages go. Like a school. It's on the next level down. I think that's where you will find him. I think that is where my control gem will be. Please, get it for me, and I'll reward you with my true treasure. Then I'll leave this place and never return. Only once I am free.
Your control gem. Can you give me a good description of it?
You didn't say it! York beflog York your blog flog. Say it!
Oh, sorry. Yerk, your block flog.
Yes. I still command my proper respect.
Of course. The gym. Can you describe it for me, please?
Ah. It is something spectacular. It is the size of a fist. It is green in color. Dark green. If you find something like it, then you will bring it to me. I'm not sure if Alistair has used magic to alter its appearance.
Of course. And you're right. We are truly against enslavement.
Very well. If you need to rest here, I can grant you the rest before you move on. Then if you return to me with the gem, I will be able to leave. Then we'll get what we want.
Sounds like a good deal to me. And yes, we would like to take advantage of that rest. Some of us are a little more hurt than others.
I cannot be allowed to be exposed as what I am, and I cannot show weakness to the tribe. You go sleep in that hole.
Yes,
And you not leave until you tell me.
of course, Yerk, Gibberov Clug.
Me have many guards.
I'm sure you do.
Now go in the hole. That way.
Alright.
You go in that hole.
I will, first, I'm going to, do I believe anything this guy's saying?
You feel like he's not being entirely honest with the whole the color of the gemstone. He seemed to be a little bit dodgy in that area.
But the rest of it was pretty, I mean, because we are familiar with...
Yeah, you're not really. You feel like you don't want to turn. Like you wouldn't feel comfortable turning your back on this guy if you didn't have some leverage.
Okay.
Like you feel like if you didn't have something to give him, and you hadn't helped him, he'd probably would have just like, I don't know.
Tried to kill us.
Yeah, tried to kill you, capture you, or something. Alright, I'll write a quest for that. Kukas quest.
Alright. I will turn to the rest of the party members, kind of give a TLDR of the conversation that just happened in my head. So, what do all of you think?
As long as he's not going to be taking slaves and he just wants to go free, I'm fine helping him out. I think we do still need to find the rod on this level, though.
I agree with that as well. He will just send a bullywug with us to go and he will just send a bullywug with us to go to where the entrance to the next level is, and once that bullywug leaves, then we can just explore a little further. And he honestly does not care about the bullywugs.
Could he send the bullywugs to find it?
I'll turn back around. Yuck, you blocked. Would it be a terrible inconvenience to send your bullywugs, now that the Nagas have been taken care of, and see if they cannot find this magic rod?
No, me not care about your rod. Me tell you deal. You sleep, then you go straight level 9. And if you try to kill Bullywug and explore, yes, me heard what you're saying. me read your mind. You do that, and we kill you.
I'm gonna try.
He lets out a few croaks, and he summons 30 bullywug to surround you guys.
Oh, come on.
You want to test me?
They assemble within 30 seconds. An army of them, giant frogs.
I'll turn and look. Alright. You can call them off.
You want me to keep getting more tokens? I'll get more tokens! Ah!
Yeah.
It's fine, you can tell them.
That's a lot.
Good, now go in hole.
How big is the hole?
It's just like a winding tunnel, and it's kind of this spongy ground. It's just like mud, thick mud. It's so dense that you're actually able to pretty much like sit on the surface of it.
I will, as kind of like swimming / wading over, I was like, we're going in the hole now, kind of like in the general area.
No, in hole! Me no want to see you.
I'm not going in the hole.
Oh, I mean, if there's something
Wait a
in
minute.
here, then we'll, if he betrays us, so.
Alright, you just head down this little thin tunnel.
Oh, it's literally just a hole. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like a hole in the wall, and then apparently
Do I think
you
I
can-
could get off a Liam's tiny hut in here, or is it too cramped?
It's too cramped.
Shit. It's not very comfortable.
You
here.
don't feel like you think like if you feel like Kuketh is somewhat desperate, and you can't imagine it would be pretty far fetched for him to like try and attack you guys in your sleep, because you're his only chance to escape. You don't feel like he's gonna. Yeah. Once you've got some leverage, you trust him.
Okay. We do have leverage. I mean, we're kind of his only chance right now to get his control gem back.
Yeah.
We can also
That's-
tell all of his
We're
Bollywood
gonna
people
get his
that he's
control
a lad.
That's the only conviction he seems to have, is wanting this control gem. He doesn't seem to care about the Bullywug. He doesn't even want to be here, really. And he probably doesn't want to fight it. Like, I mean, he seems pretty chaotic, but he probably doesn't like want to fight unless he's
He
provoked.
absolutely has to.
No, not. I wouldn't say that much. if you don't go in the hole, go in the hole or die.
You, Walrus! You're not in hole yet. You're more.
He's in here.
Alright,
I've slept in a lot worse, actually.
you can't really fit, so a couple of Bullywug are like pushing you. You get a bit stuck. They push you in.
Oh,
It goes through.
pop. Also, during this short rest, I'm gonna attune to Sun Death.
Okay.
Brew will like dodge Pavel. Like I'll hold up like the little holy symbol that he wears, that he took from the dead priest who brought him back to life. And he's like, "Hey Pavel, I think I'm gonna use this bigger holy symbol. What do you think?" And then I'll like light up the.
I say it fits you, bro. I mean, it's a bigger holy symbol. You can use it as a weapon. It's like picking up a coffin and, whacking someone with it.
It's been so long since I whacked anyone with a coffin. It's time to hang up the shield and start picking big things.
Alright,
I understand.
did you guys hit level 11?
We did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We'll do leveling up, like, it's probably not a good idea to level up now, because it's probably going to take, like, at least 15-20 minutes. So everyone can take a long rest, though, and then you can level up after the session. If you happen to lose some hit points or expend some spell slots, just keep in mind, if you do use the charactermancer after the session, you'll need to keep track of what your hit points were, because it'll fill it up.
Right.
And spell slots. I think it fills those up too. Do I have you?
Dagger's
guys?
gonna be nice and dry. for the night.
I'm gonna good berry before we go to sleep, so that everybody has.
Actually, Dagger. As you're there, he would have actually detected you with detect thoughts, because detect thoughts, it casts that,
Oh, yeah.
and
is
it detects invisible creatures. So do you want to just like make yourself known, or you feel like it's going to get kind of complicated if you're yeah.
Fine.
He just. Alright. You can. If you just reveal yourself to him, then nothing like happens. But if you try to keep deceiving him, he's gonna get extremely paranoid. So you wanna just reveal yourself?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, he detects you with detect thoughts, and then you reveal yourself. You're going hole too! And no more visible! Alright. Oh, do you guys have a long rest button? I think I don't have one here. Oh, everyone can take a long rest, fill up all your hit points and spell slots. Alright,
points too. If you have them.
yeah, you lose the 10 hit points. So, you guys just, yeah. There's like a couple of inches of mud, and it's very uncomfortable, but it's better than nothing. And it's kind of cold and damp, even though it's humid. You're in mud. It good balances out the bad. There could be worse places to sleep. You could be sleeping in a psychotic lich's castle, for example. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys wake up feeling okay.
Alright.
When you wake up, a bullywug wakes you guys up just a little bit too early, so you didn't quite get an awesome sleep. It's like just croaking at you, and you feel like
I'm
it's
gonna
time to
immediately
go.
cast tongues again. I feel like that's gonna be something that Roland casts a lot. I think.
Having the
Alright.
best dream.
It's a bullywug with a giant spear mounted on the back of a giant toad. What, bro? Me are royal. You follow me. Me take you level 9. Quack, bro.
Seb, could I get a could I get a 40-foot and then 40-foot again light radius?
Sure.
Sun depth.
Yeah, when you spark it up, it explodes bright light. Ah! Shut that off! Kukev doesn't like that.
Wow, that's a.
That's it!
That's it.
No more flaming sword allowed in here! Go!
We're leaving. Don't worry. We're leaving.
Some of the other bullywugs, they scowl at you. You ruin it for everyone. Big Wallace. Okay, follow me!
Alright, lead the way.
And he just, on his giant toad, he's just hopping from area to area. You pass through the island, and you see bullywug everywhere.
Oh, jeez, where'd he go?
To the south. Just head south.
He moves so quickly. We can't swim as fast as you, please.
Can't move my token that fast.
He was moving.
We would still have water breathing, yeah?
Yeah.
We should.
Still have water breathing. Alright, you head back to this ancient Yuan-Ti temple, and you see a lot of bullywugs guarding you all. And the royal, bullywug royal, takes you guys to the south. Tells you all little story as you guys are walking.
Alright, I'll translate.
I'm gonna sneak into invisibility once I'm out of range of the tech dot.
Okay.
I did take
Bullywug
minutes.
Royal whispers something to you all. Don't try anything. Many bullywug following us. And when you look around behind you to see if you're followed, you don't see any. Must be extremely well hidden, or the pollywog's lying.
I mean, I'll take a quick insight on that, see if he's lying or not.
Yeah, you're not really sure. You could also make a perception check as well.
I'm just gonna look behind us. Do I see anything?
I was about to say, let Scamp look.
Alright, Scamp. Alright, you've got a 25. Yeah, there is a half a dozen pollywog. You almost don't see them. They're very well camouflaged. They blend in with the swamp. There is a group of 6 pollywog following you guys, staying about 40 feet behind you all, moving slowly through the swamp water.
I'll let them know that.
The Royal sort of stops like in the middle of this tunnel.
That might be
Don't worry. They not do anything unless you do something. You know this home? Not always our home. We taken from our home. We live in marsh. We no live in cave. This mage, big mage, he come. He take us all. Before, I was leader. Big mage, he come. He give us. Yerk, Blockflug. Tell us, he new leader. He bigger and he stronger, so we do what he say. He no like us and we no like him no. Huh. But we never go home now. This our new home. This Black Tongue territory now.
Alright.
Big mage take us, but we make it ours.
Well, that's very industrious of you.
We don't know what that mean. Come.
Kind of reminiscent of the Tory of Yekbatal.
So, I'll just casually speaking to the Bullywug Royal. So, if Kuketh were to, I don't know, go away, would you be the leader again?
Yes. I would be. I would be new king. Huh? We no want to work with him. But Mage, he tell us we make him new king, or Big Mage kill everyone. Big Mage scary. Big Mage take whole tribe in one magic.
As you're walking past this like sunken temple, like you're just thinking of sacks. Sack appears into your mind. And you realize this is Yostal's little temple.
What you want? What you looking there for?
Oh, well...
Maybe there's something under the centipede.
Something you need there? That's just ghosty ghost.
I do have a question for you, Bullywug Royal. Which I'm sure that's not his actual name, but
You call me Clawpat.
Alright, well, we were looking for a magical rod that the Naga had.
Naga?
They may have hid.
Big enemy of us.
Yes. Well, the Naga are gone now. They've been destroyed. But we did not find the magic rod that they were purported to have. You wouldn't happen to know where that would be, would you?
Me not know. Anyone who go there, they get dead. Fighting many. We kill. And it's coming back. We kill. It's coming back. No can kill.
Alright. That's not good.
No, you kill, it come back.
How long does it usually take to come back?
Sometimes little time, sometimes longer time, but not too long a time. We no tell Kuketh this. Kuketh know this. Kuketh get mad. We tell we never kill. We never kill it, is what we tell Kuketh. So he doesn't know that it come back.
Alright. Well, he thinks that they're gone now.
No. They come back, and very angry. Looking for
That's good
you,
to
they
know.
will. You should go. Grandpa.
Thank you for that information, Glorpat. We will return, and we might be able to help you with your Kuketh problem when we do. But until then, is this the way down?
Yes,
Or we're not there yet?
through tunnel? Must be.
Alright.
We never go down. We territory. This way out. We know this much. Grandpa. Others wait.
Okay.
Make sure you go.
Can I check out the swarm of centipedes while they're chatting?
Sure. Alright, you come into this sunken Yuan-Ti temple brew, and again, it's just like being dissolved by the swamp, being consumed. And this is the black statue that has the water trickling down from the ceiling, and it seems to hit the statue's dagger like poison dripping off of it. And you see just a few little centipedes crawling around on the statue, and you can make a perception check, Brew. Alright, you look around and you don't see Ghostal anywhere, and you just see some minor details in the statue. Nothing really stands out. Certainly no sacks. But you do feel like Ghostal has passed on now. The ghost must have finally been able to move on. So for that feat, you guys get a little bit of experience. 185 experience for letting Ghostal move on.
You still must have lied about the sack. Either that or it's in there somewhere. Well, we can always come back and get it. We have to come back to this level, regardless.
Glorpat.
Alright, well, Glorpat, and it was good to know you. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Was that thunder?
Oh, do you guys hear that? Yeah, there's a big storm.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like how he says his name like a Pokemon.
Squirtle.
Alright, so I don't think they know for sure if this is the way down or not. They've just never been down here, I think.
Yeah, there's a cavern up here.
Oh, it's dry land. Oh, sweet
Finally.
dry land.
Oh my god.
I'll immediately start using prestidigitation to like, oh shit.
What the hell is this?
Right as I dropped my token there.
A massive glyph of warding erupts as you step into this cavern. It's heavily warded, and it explodes with a cloud kill spell over this spot. At the
That's
same
about
time,
right.
you come under fire by some other creatures as well.
Interesting.
Okay, we are not going down. We're gonna go back up and kill him.
Well, I mean, maybe they don't know.
Maybe they did know and they wanted to take care of this problem too.
Alright, so as that glyph explodes, you hear something murmuring off to the west. And then you hear some footsteps as well. Alright, we're gonna roll initiative. And roll, and you look over. Oh, actually, you don't see anything.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the cloud kill.
Yeah, cloud kill means you don't see nothing. There's something there. Sounds pretty golem-y. That's a fleshy sort of That's fleshy footsteps. All right.
Squishy foot.
All right. So when you start your turn in the cloud kill, of course you're gonna take some damage. All right, Scamp, you'll need to make a Constitution save against the cloud kill.
Cloud kill is a big spell.
I
And-
rolled a freaking 3.
You make the saving throw, and you take 11 points of poison damage.
We've run into this spell, I think, once before
Is that all?
on one of the lower levels.
No, we ran into this spell multiple times at this point.
Yeah.
Do I know how strong? Like, I as a player know it's a 5th level spell. Would Scamp know to cast Dispel Magic at 5th level to get rid of the thing?
You'd need to make an Arcana check for that, Scamp. Because it's not on your list.
Yeah,
you
Druid's
don't
gonna
know.
cast it.
Yeah, you don't know how strong it is. You know it's stronger than. Like, you feel like it's a strong spell.
I'm going to. I don't want to metagame it. I'm gonna roll a d6. No, d3. 1 for 3rd level, 2 for 4th level, and 5 for 5th level for what I cast Dispel Magic at.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it at 5th level.
Alright.
Wow.
You target the cloud kill and you cast the spell magic at 5th level. Immediately, the cloud kill vanishes. It is instantly
Woo!
dispelled.
Nice.
Nice.
And when you look over to the west, Roland, you see this tall, 8-foot tall, like silhouette humanoid coming towards you, scraping its foot along the ground. Roland,
Oh, flesh golem to the west.
just finished making a cloud kill macro just as you did that. The spell magic is for.
Sorry.
Ah,
I didn't think I was actually gonna roll like a 3, but I also didn't want to okay, I know it's strong.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
I'll get plenty of use out of it later. Alright.
alright.
Roll.
Oh no.
I'll call out that there is a flesh golem to the west. I'm not sure what's going on to the south. And I will bonus action power chord for everyone but Dagger because I can't see her.
Bow, bow.
I usually go before you.
Yeah, it's understandable. Somehow Roland's on the ball this time. Roland usually goes really late.
Why are you moving,
initiative.
Pavel?
He
Oh,
used
power
his
chord.
Oh
eminence
yeah,
inspiration.
he used that. I was like, what?
So if anybody else, if Scamp or Brew wants to move as well.
Thanks for that.
No worries. I'll take a little bit of my own movement. 10 foot.
I so rarely move with it. I forget that that's a function of it.
You use your reaction for a lot of other stuff, though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hit it with a vicious mockery if that works. I'm not sure if it works against flesh golem.
Let's see. Not this one. It has magic resistance, so it makes a saving throw.
Of course it does.
Ugh.
Alright, I'm not getting any closer than that. My turn.
Dagger.
Okay. little bit. A little bit. But shoot it with my crossbow.
That's a hit. Alright, you stick a bolt straight through its neck, and it just sort of gets stuck there and kind of looks like Frankenstein now. Just keeps on sliding forward. A couple of its stitches become unraveled. One of its limbs begins sort of dangling by its side a little bit.
Yeah. I think I'll try out the new blade and bonus action to rip. And screaming something barely coherent about Tempest. Brew will charge in with a flaming sword. Help. Step right over there. I'll go ahead and swing recklessly at him.
Alrighty, you come in with the flame tongue, and that is a direct hit. The flesh golem starts to scream. It really doesn't like the fire, and it starts like waving its arms around like crazy. And yeah, you just like lop off one of its limbs. A burning limb falls to the ground.
And again.
Whoa.
Another hit. You slice into it again, and you sear through its torso, and it's beginning to just fall apart. It's smoldering. Pavel.
I'm gonna shoot at it. Huh?
Nothing. That was like a token there, but just ignore that. That was an accident. You didn't see it, Pavel.
I actually didn't, so thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna shoot him, and with these.
There's nothing there. There's no creature there.
I'm gonna imbue these bullets with Eldritch Strike, so I'm gonna shoot at him with my flintlock, taking it out.
That's a hit. What does that Eldritch Strike do? Makes it the disadvantage?
It gives it disadvantage on saving throws.
Saving throw. Okay. Alright, you line
It
it up.
undercuts creature.
You hit it in the shoulder and just its other arm falls off. That's a hit. You hit it in the chest and it gets knocked back and it starts to go crazy, screaming very, very loudly.
Bonus action.
And that's a hit. You hit the flesh golem in the head and it just burst its skull open.
Nice.
Multiple limbs just fall down into a pile on the ground. Alright.
Nicely done, everyone.
We'll actually break the initiative right now. You can start to hear some footsteps coming towards you guys. Quite hastily.
From the south, or
I'm gonna go back invisible.
From this direction, where you guys are headed in.
Also, careful, Brew, for more sigils in the ground.
Oh yeah.
We should be scanning.
You can make a perception check, Pavel.
Yeah.
The flesh golem is nothing more than a pile of limbs. Alright, as you take a look, there is like a small group of creatures coming towards you guys. There are two people, and they're wearing subtle leather armor. They have white hair, and they have skeletal faces. They have longbows drawn, and they rush forward. Coming behind them, there are 4 large skeletons. Each one is almost 10 feet tall. They have sets of green glowing eyes. They wield massive great axes. And they have large horns jutting out of their skulls. Minotaur skeletons.
Ooh.
We are
And
dealing with undead.
behind them is the necromancer.
Ah.
He has a lantern, a hooded lantern in his hands. And they run forward and then they stop right there. They sort of line up like obedient servants. And you see this tiefling necromancer. He
Was that what a
pushes his head
tiefling looks like?
around the corner? Yeah, you've never seen one before, Bruce. So. Alright.
Seen enough.
They don't let loose any arrows or anything. And this person comes around the corner.
You seem to have sprung my little trap.
I suppose we did. And who are you, sir?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Castis. And who might you be, my good sir?
I am Roland Commodore, Bard Extraordinaire.
Ah, Bard Extraordinaire. Where do you think you're going, Bard Extraordinaire?
To the next level, actually.
Oh? And who gave you permission to enter Dweemacore?
Well, we gave ourselves permission. We didn't know that permission was required.
You are not qualified to enter Hallister's Mage Academy. Is there even a true spellcaster among you all?
I can cast spells.
Brew puts up his hand.
Competition is strong in Dweemacore, and we're not looking for more competition.
Well, we all know Hallister fairly well. We've spoken with him personally.
You know the headmaster?
Yes.
He's looks like pretty skeletal himself. The way he moves, it's like a gangly skeleton sort of creeping around. And his head sort of twisted to the side, and he creeps around a little bit, looking up through these glowing eyes.
Ah. So, you are here to enroll in Dweemacore.
If we were, how would we go about that? Purely hypothetically.
So you have interest.
Possibly.
I cannot allow you to enter Dweemacore, I'm afraid. However, I am willing to abstain from destroying you if you are looking to thin out the vile creatures on this level first.
They want us all to come down here. You want us to go and kill all of them. I mean, and I'll turn back to Scamp and Brew and them. Did Hallister give us any information about this gentleman? Oh, Nox, you're awake.
He's not even here.
So
There's no information about
Head back now!
our stuff.
Take one step closer to Dweemacore, and I will attack.
well, I mean, you might attack.
Do not be a fool! You're outnumbered! You may have overcome
It
my
wouldn't last
glyph of warding, but that is only a fraction of my true magic.
Is he
I'm
lying?
full.
Can I inside check him?
Sure.
If he can bring back whites, I don't know. He might actually be a powerful necromancer.
You feel like he's probably underestimating you guys, but he's dead serious about not letting you enter Dweemacore. He seems to feel like you're a threat. He speaks about like competition. You imagine like some sort of prestige mage academy where mages are vying to become the top mage, and
So-
you're all a threat.
Seb, with
Well, how about this? You all level up to level 11, and we'll go over this next week.
God damn it!
You know what, Costas? You drive a hard bargain, but that sounds fantastic.
Alright then. I'll see you then. Shit. Why did I let them level up? Now I'm definitely dead.
Oh yeah, he's totally dead if he lets us level.
I may have
Oh.
I have a question, Seb.
Yeah.
With performance, can I throw my voice, make it sound like it's coming from not right around
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, that's one of the things you can do with it.
And oddly
Yeah.
enough, we have spent enough time talking with Hallister. I am going to try to deceive him to get us past by sounding like Hallister.
Yeah, you can try that. It would go against like his insight. Alrighty guys, everyone level up to level 11. The Gatestone levels up. And I'll, just before we go, I'll make sure that you guys have the compendium access. So you can use those features to level up.
Alrighty.
Woohoo!